And hello, things, stuff, words, welcomes, something to that effect, kind of, maybe. Hello, everybody. I've just seen the stream and what Paul has put in their cow's face. So yes, as you may spy quite blatantly, we are sans our beautiful cow this evening, but we send him much love and much affection and get better vibes. Or waft crystals in your direction. Just yeet them at whales. Probably
Works for somebody.
Lobbing them.
They go click clack, and they're nice on my hands. That's an extent. So, hello, welcome in. We are back once again in here with another session of our side quest, which just keeps getting longer. I have, no ability to make a short story, and you guys have no ability to go forwards.
It's the longest side quest in history.
Why would we just make your life easy? That would be silly.
We wouldn't know who you were if you guys, were too.
Well, we just don't want it to end. That's the real story here.
Oh, that's very sweet. So we're going to do.
You can do it now and again.
I'll see. I've used it up between now and next year. Damn it.
That's it. None of you fuckers are getting nothing from me now.
We're going to whiz through our affiliates, whoosh, and then we're going to do our little recap, and then we will crack on with the session for tonight. I've been excited for the session for a while. Can you tell?
It's only because she's secretly plotting to kill all of us, so
Obviously. Duh. Have you had sweet things to say then, Shiv? You're like, oh, damn it. You killed us all.
No. I mean, don't cry that it's over. Just smile that it happened.
even
if
I die, it's fine.
Well, with that philosophical mindset, Shiv, would you care to tell us things about two kobolds and within their trench coat? What you've been
Yes, you
stay out of my trench coat, buddy.
Yeah. A good old rummage around. It's a lovely podcast that me and Ailey do. We are rattling through season 2. Go back and check season 1. We've just put out our bonus episode, which is our Ironsworn playthrough, so go check that out, and we will have more news of episodes coming soon, so check it out while I recover from the plague.
Mm-hmm.
Bless you. Well, we will whittle over to the co-host of said beautiful podcast and say, Ailey, tell us about things, tell us about the stuff, tell us about the writing and the art and all the things.
Well, there's writing, there's art, and there's things, so funny that, yeah, there's writing, there's art, there's things. They are occurring. I spent most of this morning actually working on updating my World Anvil webpage, the first page you come to, because I don't know if you folks know at all, but it's coming up to a little something called World Ember over on World Anvil, and I'll be taking part this year, and it's basically a big old challenge where you have to write 10,000 words of lore in a month. Now, I'm not being funny, but as a 2-time winner of a 50,000 word novel, I don't think that's going to be a problem for me, but that's not the point. The point is it's meant to be fun, and you get extra bonuses if you write 25,000 or 50,000 words. It's going to be fun, so I'm getting ready and preparing for that over there. I'm also preparing for the World Building Awards for next year as well, so that'll be fun as well, and hopefully I'd like to see some nice little votes for me when that comes out next year, so I'll keep you all updated. Otherwise, if you just want to take a look at the shit that I'm building, just head on over to World Anvil and search out Illyria Payne, or type in Arda, which is a _ARDE, and you will find all of my shit in there. Sometimes Paul puts a thing in the chat, whichever side chat's appearing there. I don't know anymore. I'm confused. I don't know where anything is
I don't know,
anymore.
because the camera flips things as well. It's all weird.
It's not just that. It's just that if I have Twitch on my big screen, it's in one place, but if I have it on my small screen, it's in another place, and I don't know which way it goes for people. So the chat, wherever it may appear for you, sometimes Paul puts it in the chat. I don't know if he's going to, but take a look there. Or you can find me on my website, illyriapayne.com, where there are all kinds of little linkies and pictures and words and things. So yeah, there's that.
Marvelousness, and round to our wonderful, beautiful, gorgeous Tony. Tony, tell us things, surefire things.
Surefire Designs is a thing that I do occasionally, and it's a Ko-fi page where I sell bits and bobs, including badges, mugs, t-shirts, and it's TTRPG stuff, there's Pokemon stuff, there's like dogs and stuff, other pop culture. Go check it out. Ko-fi page, Surefire Designs. Check it out.
Excellent. And I will also give the shout out about the beautiful dice of Dice Witch UK, who we are still affiliated with our lovely code of Homebrew 10 for 10% off. They make such pretties. We get to play with them. And we only have a small obsession, obviously. Tiny, really huge one. So, guys, we are back. We are here. Would anybody like to volunteer as the recap master? Anyone at all?
I'll go for it. Gideon and Persephone are in the bar. Oh, Gideon and Persephone and Manny are in the bar. They're having some beverages as the night's sort of growing in, or the day's getting a bit later. And while they are doing that, Blythe has run out has already gone out and has found that Miss Winnie is a potted plant, and that's cool. Blythe tries as best as they can to comfort Winnie, because Winnie has just found out that basically her entire family have been massacred by the Clackdoon, and Blythe is trying their very hardest to comfort Winnie, despite the fact that Blythe is not necessarily the most probably the best person for the job, and Blythe is very aware of this themselves. So that's all good and fun and great vibes. And then Blythe goes to the chapel, and while they're in there, despite the fact that it's not for the deity or the entity that Blythe worships, they still they find that the space is very good and very helpful to kind of just reflect on the situation at hand and so on. However, while they are there, they find a shrew lady who tells them about the symbol that Blythe and the others have spotted in the forest area where the big sort of soil golem-y thing was hiding. Fought them. I mean, it was hiding. It was fought them, and it turns out that even though the particular symbol that Blythe and the gang had found, it was slightly different to the one that the Shri lady had, although similar enough for there to be a connection. And apparently, the original symbol, which is not the symbol they found necessarily, is a sign of it being bad place. There was a specific word, and I can't remember what it was. Blight or something. It's a place of bad times, which was obvious because we fought a giant soil golem boy. While Blythe is doing some good research over there, the boys, Persephone, Gideon, and Manny, decide to go and have a little look at the alchemist store, see if the alchemists, the owners of the alchemist, have deciphered what the 4 potions are, and it turns out they did. And what they have found is that the green potion is essentially just a stink bomb. The blue potion is a perfume that garners a lot of attention, similar to the perfume in the film Perfume, starring Ben Whishaw. Purple potion doubles the amount of skin that the consumer has, which is horrifying. And the pink spell is, well, yeah, if you take it at night, you shrink to half your size. If you take it during the day, you grow to twice your size. Essentially the reduce and enlarge spell, but it's time-based thingamabob. While they're at the alchemist, they also, before all that as well, Manny turns into a bloodhound to try and find Blaze, and has never seen a bloodhound before, so just becomes this disgraceful abomination of a creature that is half bloodhound, half Manny, and it is truly cursed. And he does find her eventually, Winnie, that is, although before he tries to find Winnie, he ends up just at a flower shop that sells a load of lavender, and then tries again and finds Blythe and Winnie in the chapel. The gang scare the shrew lady a little bit, and then they leave. And then they go to the alchemist to find all that sort of stuff. They also, at the alchemist, they ask Mr. and Mrs. Alchemist if they can create a spell that will cause Winnie to become human again. And they try, and then they make the spell and they try and use it, and Winnie does not become human again and is still a lavender plant pot. And that, I think, is where we left it. Some of that is absolutely not in the right order, but that is as much as I can remember, even though it was only a week ago.
That is not massively incorrect. That is a beautiful recap. You very, very much have a cheeky inspiration for yourself there, my
Thank
dear.
you.
So there was a bit of a double-ended closing because everyone had rooms at the tavern and went off to bed. And Blade wanted to chat to see if they could have a conversation with their deity and see if they could get through on the proverbial phone.
Godline. Does the old God phone work here? To be fair,
because it's different landline, isn't it?
To be fair, she did say that it might not work because she knows that it might not work, So,
well, I will roll some dice and we'll see if the froggy dice think it works. Got 2 little frogs in it.
Cute.
So, talk me through how would Blade go about doing this moment and trying to connect to Kamali?
So Blade's meditations are usually she does meditations just before she trances, and then meditations when she wakes up. So it's sort of like you go into the trance and then you sort of come out. It's like a sort of swooping thing. It's because it obviously elf trances are kind of weird. They sort of take you through parts of your life that you've seen before, which and the meditations are meant to sort of direct you to things that have happened before. So that if you have issues or there are things you need to work out, you can get guidance from your past self, kind of bullshit. It's all very philosophical, and it sounds. If it's when it's written down and explained properly, it sounds awesome. But I'm just sort of making a hash of it. But what she would be doing is in her native tongue, which may be a slightly different dialect of Elvish because she's from over the mountains. She's not from Antirso originally. She would be saying her prayers and meditations, her just basically almost like, what's the word? It's almost like chanting kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like it's very practiced, very, steady. She's got her eyes closed. She's sat beside the bed where the plant pot is nicely tucked in. I would like to point out, we put the plant pot with the top on the pillow. It's tucked in, because it might be a plant, but it's also Winnie. So she's gonna do her very best. She's like,
Lisa, if she pops back up, she'll be tucked in already. You know.
yeah, there's that whole tap one of the flowers on the head, like, yep, there we go, we're good.
Patted the plant.
Patting them, yep, good plant, good chat, honey. Yeah, great, this is great. And then we're rolling into this. She does this sat up, so she doesn't actually lie down to sleep. She actually is trained to do it while sitting up. The shield sort of on the floor, the base on the floor, sort of between her knees, her hands on top of it. And she will do her meditations, her prayers, her chanting, and that while in that sort of pose. And then it will just roll straight into her trance.
Straight into the trance. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 rolls. One to see if she even gets through, and then another to see how well / long. Okay. I like froggy dice are good.
For you or for me?
So, as Blaze enters the trance, as they normally would, they follow through their meditations, their chanting, their prayers, and they enter into their trance and find themselves actually within somewhere familiar, which would not be unusual. A trance is often a memory of a place they have been. The place is actually within the temple to Kamali, which they recall obviously from way back when they were still in the Kingdom of Bruna. And they look around and they've got the familiar surroundings there. They're within sort of the main hall, but there's no quiet scuttle of people around. There's no whispers. The place is empty, bare and empty, which is actually fairly unusual for this place. There's usually someone doing something somewhere, even just quietly, even just praying, but there's not a soul there. And as Blade as you look around the place, you turn, and before you see indeed the visage of Kamali, the shield maiden, the divine protectress before you. It rolled like it did the thing.
It did the good roll. Okay, so should I describe what I see? I do not see a badger. What is it?
I see badgers. No,
a badger with a shield.
However, I know that Ailey, you've done a bit more creating of Kamali than because she's your person's goddess. So by all means, what does Blade see before them?
Kamali is very much like, I envision her as very much like an Athena character. So she's got the long sort of flowing white dress, no sleeves, but she's usually depicted with a huge like a massive ass tower shield and a sword at her hip, and a spear in her hand, and on her wrists are shield braces, so they're shaped like shields upon her forearms. She's wearing similar sort of shin guards, and she wears one of those fucking great massive plumed helmet type things. It's sort of, she's got one of those on, but the plume is actually just a cascade of vibrant silvery light tinged with gold, and just swirling and radiant. And she basically looks like a fucking badass, and she will absolutely punt you into space.
Because she's a goddess, so she can do that.
She can do this shit, just punt you into space. How
does Blade react to this actually happening and actually working?
There's a moment of she's just like, she sort of blinks, she pokes herself in the cheek, like, No, this. Okay. We'll just immediately drop to one knee and lower her head. And just be like, it's an honor to be in your divine presence, glorious maiden of the shield, protectress of the realms. Your disciple is listening.
Rise, child.
Just stand up a little bit.
Awkward stand. Like, I don't feel. I know you said do it, but I don't feel like I should be.
I feel like this is because this has not worked like this before. Blythe is always sort of left there talking to the goddess, to the higher ups. Blythe's just I just fucking punt people in the face with my mace. I don't have to. Other people do the divine telephony for me. So, she's like, oh shit, I don't know. I was never taught to social. Shit.
Certainly not how to social with the divine.
No, it's like the first time you work in a call center and you have to answer the phone, and it's like, ay,
Yep.
the worst thing ever. I fucking hated it. First
One of
day.
those things, no matter how much you've done trainings, the minute you have to actually do the thing, horrible.
First day working in a call center was the worst day of my working life ever.
First time I drove around as a nurse, terrifying. Convinced I'm going to fuck up everything. Yeah. So, tell me your name, child. As if she doesn't know. Like, of course she knows.
As if she doesn't know. Oh, I've been going by the shield name Blythe, my lady.
The wolf. Excellent. Tell me, young wolf, why have you called me?
My charge is in danger. My chapter is gone. And I am torn between saving the woman that I was sent to protect and saving the child that she sent me to protect. I know that I have to get Princess Renata to safety. But I don't know if I can do that. Can I speak real frank with you, ma'am?
Of course.
The kid's a fucking potted plant right now, and I'm shitting myself. I don't know how to bring her back. I don't know crap about this arcane stuff. I'm in a country that frankly bamboozles me, and I'm real scared that I'm gonna let her down. I'm gonna let down my friend. I'm gonna let down someone that I care about. And I don't know what to do. And there's so much going on. And there's poachers who can get rid of undead, and I've got my companions I'm pretty certain are drunks. Just like, yeah, totally
Just a fan of a good time.
Party,
God.
my
They
companions are party
they
people.
don't turn down a mead, but still.
Yeah, don't be a
I
buzzkill.
support
Blythe is the ultimate buzzkill.
businesses,
Blythe's
actually.
that person. Blythe is that person that will always sit there right till the end of the night, just sitting miserably in the corner, and then just drives everybody home and gets you all to your door and puts you all in bed. And then the
Blaze
next
We're all
morning,
about the small independent brewery. We're all about
And
the small
then-
independent brewery.
and then the next morning calls you up and calls you fucking idiots.
Fair. Honestly, fair.
Nah, you ring Gideon up, it goes straight to answer phone. He screens all his calls.
Although me being an idiot has nothing to do with the alcohol. No, Persephone being an idiot has nothing to do with the alcohol she drinks.
No, you've already said you. That's it
Really
now.
said it.
I mean, also valid and true. I'm so
Valid.
sorry, Amy. Carry on.
Yeah. So
Good
basically,
method.
yeah. Yeah, basically I'm something's going on in this place. If I leave, if I just take Winnie, Renata, if I just go, what'll happen to these people? They don't have anyone to defend them right now. Fucking Clackdoon are coming. And they've already taken everything else that I had.
You
I'm
are
being
at something of a crossroads.
I'm being torn in every direction. And I was never really that good at logistics. You know, mace to the face usually worked.
Allow me a moment. A history lesson, as it were.
Settle down, Kidleys. We're going to get some lore jump. This is where we settle in. Make sure you've got your drinkies and your snackies handy, everybody.
Throw my frog dice at you.
What?
Oh dear. You are not a child of history, a scholar of history. I would not expect you to be. That is not your part of your calling. Come, I know you're here for just hitting stuff. I get it. That's okay.
You just here to punch things, and that's cool. This is, that's a good. Yeah. Once there was George. Fucking George.
Yeah, fucking George. Don't
George
fuck
hasn't
George.
been born.
Terrible.
George won't be born for another 400 or 500 years, though.
Not
It's hatred still just.
Yeah.
He's eternal. He's
It
eternal.
resonates.
He's
It
eternal.
sort of resonates through time, both forwards and backwards.
Yeah.
George is
reincarnation.
timeless.
Yeah, he's
George is
reincarnation as a George throughout every conflict.
So I don't know if Blades had the knackers to actually look up fully at the gods, or if she's just kind of like peripherally up there as yet.
There's a thing. Don't look a god in the eye. It's just look.
Yeah, so the voice that it's talking to is sort of this resonant, echoing sound. And actually, if you were to note, the mouth and the voice don't actually fully match up, really, but ethereal stuff.
There's a little bit of like delay between the
Magic
visuals.
lag. We're
Magical
having
lag,
magic
yeah.
lag.
Makes
Wow.
sense.
So she comes to you and she says, many eons ago, this world, the entirety of it, was a battleground among the gods. The life upon the ground mere fodder for the divine wars taking place above, below, and upon it. The wars raged. They were between the light and the dark, the living and the false decay of the undeath. Such was the forces at play that the world and all existence upon it was set to perish, be left with nothing but scarred emptiness, desolation, and an empty plain. Until the final sacrifice of our own ancients brought forth the balance. They brought forth, as you know, Mizan, the scale bearer. Although younger than many of the gods, they were gifted with enough power to force a peace from the ashes of the chaos that had come before. But this peace, it was still fragile. That power holding that line, tenuous in the face of the creatures that each opposing side had already created to destroy one another. Some of these beings were beyond what we could simply unmake in the face of Khan. the generals of those great armies of the light and the bitter, bitter toiled forces of the dark were already near godlike in their own power. They could not be destroyed. And so we bound them. With aid from other quarters, the Fae themselves playing a part in the containment of these beings. They were bound in a demiplane, held by magic and hidden away. The Fae... They are clever in their ways of obscuration, their ways of hiding things in plain sight and having you simply look around it and not see. This land, what do the mortals call it now? Antirso. Antirso has one of these places of holdings. Do you not notice the way the rest of the world seems to forget this land exists? Have you not noticed the quietness of even their gods? Even the beings within it find themselves unable to fathom existence outside their own natural borders. They have all become part of the camouflage beneath which our shameful start is hidden. It was thought, no, hoped, that with the forced neglect, these beings would simply wither away in their cages and shrink from existence. But if this one has escaped, been freed and eked out a survival somehow, you feel kind of a change in the air, like a ripple. And it makes you a little uneasy because there's an anger in there, there's power behind it. You know that sort of wiggle you see of the heat coming off the hot tarmac? The room seems to do that for just a moment. The child. You know she is of my line. If this being is truly free from its bonds, and we did not know it must still be weak, it cannot be allowed to take her. To take her is to take part of my power also, and that would be catastrophic. She becomes quiet, as if she's contemplating what on earth to do with this conundrum.
I did wonder why these Antiersons was so resilient to the idea of life beyond the mountains. Even though it was literally standing in front of their faces, I suppose we try not to see the things that scare us too much.
The being held within this land was one of the generals, the Aeltros Tanida, the Light Eater, the Blight Walker.
Oh, we're not talking. He's not related to Morrow. Not that guy.
He was one of his generals.
Oh God. Shit. Sorry, that was rude. Carry on.
She's not giggling if I am.
Shit, that was real rude. Sorry.
I just want, my God.
Hey, oh God, shit, balls, fucking, not it's white fuck. This Blade's mind is just right now, just like, oh, why did it have to be that bastard? Why this bastard? I hate this bastard so much. Oh no.
Bear in mind, this is in your mind, so she's aware of all of this going on, but, you know, she's just patiently waiting for you to finish.
Okay,
this.
I'm just going to say there are words being used in Blade's mind that cannot be repeated on Twitch. So that's how much she hates this guy. This is how much that she despises Morrow, the Blighted One. She hates this dude. Like, this is not a good. This is not a good god for her. It's like, no, I hate you.
Is it the button? Hold out your hand, child.
She's like,
High five!
which one? All right, we'll go with dominant hand. There we go. Please
Like,
don't
that's
rip my
going to
hand
make
off.
a difference. Okay.
Please don't rip my
She
hand off.
reaches down, and obviously she's massive, big being, big fuck off
Big
giant
lady.
being. So the
Huge
hand
lady.
that comes down towards yours is much bigger than yours, and she just sort of touches a finger to the palm of your hand. I gift you an item that will, should you have need of it, create. Should you find yourself in need of its strength, should you find yourself within the grasp of the corrupt, it will burn it away. Whether it is yourself or your companions that make use of it, it will be your magic that it will use. But I must warn you, it is powerful, and its use will not come without cost. Such would be the level of my magic, that my power that would flow through you, it would sever our connection. If not permanently, then certainly for a long time.
So basically, it's a last-ditch scenario kind of thing.
If our trust neither is free, and within these lands there is great danger, but greater still for the child. Protect the child.
If I get Princess Renata over the mountains back to her family. This is a big ask. Would I be allowed to come back? Look for her mother.
You have my blessing. On the completion of your current task, you may return.
And what do we know of? I'm asking so much of you and it feels wrong, but can this poacher, the one that the priestess and the church here mentioned, can he help? Or is he just some...
I cannot see him.
Oh. Well, that's...
He is too heavily shadowed for my eye.
Well, that's really quite, ominous.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine, guys. I'm just giving Ailey's character a breakdown. It's okay.
Just give it like 6 aneurysms in the space of 3 seconds, you know. I will do everything. That I can to get Princess Renata to our family. I swore an oath once to lay down my life for your line, and I will do so. I will stand by that.
Protect the child. And she withdraws her hand, and this kind of warm, it's not quite a flash of light, it is blinding, but it's more like you've opened the curtains and you get this warm bathing of light across you. And as you kind of regain your senses, you are coming out of your trance. And the light upon you is actually the light from the window. Within your hand, there is a lightly glowing golden orb that feels vaguely warm, like it's been sat in the sunshine.
So, oh shit, I forgot to shut the curtains.
As you take in your surroundings, there's a plant in the bed.
Oh shit, a fucking brick horror. Damn it. I would also like to say that just now I had food delivered to me, but I was so intently on what was going on, I just tried to dip a piece of fucking cucumber into a sealed pot. A sealed fucking pot. God damn it. Foiled by a fucking plastic lid.
So yeah, there you go, guys. Lore dump. You're welcome.
Done.
Hope you wanted
You're
that, because
welcome.
it's what you got.
Ha. I hope someone's
Sorry.
written that down because I was so intently that I missed something.
Ha. Oh, okay. So
Alright, so we have a plant pot in the bed.
you have a plant pot in the bed.
Fucking shitballs. Right. Hey, Winnie, did you get a good rest in your pot? Yeah, great. Do I need to water you or something? I don't know how this like caring for plant shit works. You know what? Maybe I'll go and let's go downstairs and we'll see how hungover the others are. And you know what? Persephone seems to me like the one who might know. So I'll ask her. She's smart, right? Yeah, you're with me on that. She's pretty damn smart. I'm now conversing with myself with a plant pot I've cracked. So yeah, that's how it's gone. That's how Blaze Night has gone.
That's how it's gone. That's wonderful. How is everyone else feeling in the morning? Has everyone risen to life?
Persephone's feeling fine. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm doing some Tai Chi. Yeah, pretty obnoxious in the morning.
Doing a bit of reading of my books. You know, wizard and shit.
Excellent. So
Doing wizard shit.
Yeah.
you come down of the morning. You do hear some vague noises from Manny's room. Vague snores and mentions of Bernard. You decide best to just leave him there for a bit. But the smell of...
I'm just gonna, as we walk past Bernard's room, I'm gonna move Winnie the plant to the other side, away from the room. I'm gonna put my cloak over her and just say, I would tell you to block your ears because I'm not entirely sure what those sounds are. But you're a plant. You're also not corn, so you don't have ears. So, let's pretend that you did not hear.
He's making a pun. Bloody hell! They are feeling unwell.
Oh well.
Yeah, let's pretend that you heard nothing. Okay? Cool. Let's go.
So, the beckoning scent is wafting up the stairs. The scent of things such as bacon, sausage, frying food.
Sausage.
The odour is wafting upwards.
Oh yeah. As soon as Persephone can smell any form of breakfast, she is putting her book down and she is gonna get some food. Yeah.
Beautiful. So you come downstairs and already behind the bar, just wiping some bits down, cleaning the same glass over and over, because that's definitely all bar people do. You see the barman that you have met previously. I've opened the wrong page. I love that for me. There we go. That you have met previously there, his eye patch in place, and he's there just doing his thing. Oh! Morning.
Morning. How's it
Good
going?
morning.
That's
Very
that
well,
is
and
not
you?
more accent.
What's Cadus doing here?
Oh, is that right, lads? How's it going?
Shit, some buff elf has fucking walked in.
Again, she's not even born yet.
Or
No,
is
I'm
she?
all right. How's it going?
There it is.
Oh, not bad, not bad. Another night, another time, as it goes, as we go. You would after some breakfast this morning.
Oh, if you're making some, that would be bloody delightful. Yes,
I'm
please.
not the cook is, but
I mean, as someone's making it, I'm having some. What we got on the menu then, lads? Lad.
You tell me what you're at. He's just excited. You tell me what you are fancying. We've got eggs of whatever sort. We've got ourselves some nice bacon and some pork just separately. Or we've got some cold cuts and things, and we've got what they call the potato-y things when you smash them and flatten them and
the ones in little triangles, hash browns,
butter, yes,
hash browns, yes.
Smashed potato.
I will have a bit of you do just like putting it all together like a full antirso. I'll have one of them.
A full antirson it is, absolutely.
That should be delightful. Thank you very much. And I'll have a couple of extra of those smashed potato fellas. They're
extra smashed potatoes, excellent. And how just to follow
Smashed potato.
And how are they having the eggs, by the way?
If it's not too much hassle, poached would be brilliant. Thank you very much.
All righty. And Gideon, have you come down at this point, or are you still?
Yes, I shall bound down the stairs full of life.
Oh, and yourself, are you on to give me
Alright.
breakfast this morning before I...
Give me the works, barman, give me the works.
Gideon, you're looking...
Lovely.
Gideon, you're looking happy and well this morning. Did you sleep well?
I slept like a baby.
Oh, we love to hear it.
Like a really wet
Yes.
baby, you moist.
Yeah, basically a baby
seeing-
that's pissed itself.
Oh no, I'm not
Moist.
seeing any Manny, but I'm assuming. I mean, in fairness, it was his first day sober in a really long time, so I think maybe it's just best for him
Yes.
to sleep, or at least not induced in an induced
Well, I
frog
mean-
state.
Two things could have happened here. He's either gone with the angels, which is probably best, or he's just having a bit of a lay-in. I don't know.
What do you mean?
I don't know,
What
'cause
do you
he's-
mean? Gone with the angels? You mean he thinks
he's-
he's gone out with a bunch of
no.
Asmar fellas, or do you mean like
I mean, if
he's
that's what you call it, then
dead?
sure. I mean, he could have slipped off. I don't know. He's not been sober for a long time. It's a shock to the system being.
Look, let's not think. I mean, I'll be honest. I don't know if you did, but I heard a lot of. I think he's definitely still alive.
Yeah. He's still.
He's not here.
I mean,
going
I
past
did
his
hang out
room.
beside the door probably a little bit longer than I should, just to be doubly sure. But I was safe in the knowledge that he seems to be okay, unless Bernard's just puppeting him now, like a weekend at Bernie's type thing. I don't know.
A weekend at Bernard's. Literally a weekend at Bernie's.
In a Bernard's.
Oh my
That's it.
goodness.
Mind blown. That's the universe has ended.
There we go.
See you next week.
That's the name of the campaign.
Yeah, weekend at Bernard's.
Wow.
Weekend
So
at
the-
Bernie's. Blade, how you doing? Because it's Blade's. Yes, Blade's up, aren't they?
Blades up. It's got the plant pot.
Oh, still plant pots. Are
Do you
we?
want drinks? Are we going for drinks?
I'll have a coffee if they've got a pot on.
I
Okay.
wanted... the guy's still hovering because he was going to get Blade Sword. I was like, are you wanting
Right.
the standard coffee or are you wanting the Brenzier coffee?
The
What's
Brenzier coffee.
That
What's
one
the
they drink
reindeer
themselves.
coffee?
So the Brenzier coffee is how do I describe it? It's a bit like, is it Turkish coffee where it's
Turkish
incredibly
Turkish
strong.
sand coffee. It's basically a coffee shot syrup. It's just
Right.
thick. And I have seen it where you turn the cup upside down and it doesn't
Okay.
move.
Yeah.
And it is strong. It's like a punch in the face with a bag of coffee beans. It's
Right.
if you
So just
like
regular
your
coffee
coffee
then, I
strong,
suppose.
Turkish sand coffee is the smell
It captivates
what.
you just by a
Kills
whiff.
Should we just have
I
coffee for the
can't.
table? Coffee for the table?
Maybe just like a pot of filter coffee if you got it.
Yeah.
That's a thing that exists
Filter
in this
coffee.
universe.
Yes, still
Just
not
as the guy
printers.
goes to walk away, I'll just grab him and be like, just give me 2 shots of like some alcohol. Be great. Cheers.
Coffee
Okay, Persephone's
or-
not as bad as this guy.
No.
Coffee in that coffee flavor, or
I'll have I'll have standard coffee if that's okay.
Yeah.
I think that other stuff
Standard
might be a bit
coffee's
much.
fine.
he's quietly sort of he knows you're being quiet about it, like coffee and like coffee flavored in the coffee, or just.
Oh, I see.
Coffee flavored coffee. Yes. Yes.
Right.
Actually, no. Normal coffee, 2 shots of mead, and then we'll see what happens. Go.
Super. And yourself, looking over at Blade because you've been sort of sat there. He didn't want to disturb you because you seemed really intense about this plant pot for a while, but now everyone's arrived and talking. He's going to talk to you now.
Just porridge and some water, please.
Porridge and water it is. Excellent.
Thank you.
Okay, he bimbles off and leaves you guys to it. Well, goes to achieve food things.
We're still some lavender then, are we?
Still a potted plant.
Oh, charming. That's good. Winnie, if you can hear me, love, I know you can't control it, but it's nice to see you.
See you nice.
You'd not wilted her out yet.
Persephone, I don't know if you know very much about gardening, but as I'm not entirely certain how long Winnie is gonna remain a botanical object, how do you feed them and keep them alive? Because all of the ones that I have are fake. Because
Right.
Well,
I am not green-fingered at all.
Well,
need to draw some water out.
I definitely need, Gideon's a good one to have around because you definitely need water them often. However, you got to be careful with it because the biggest way that people kill plants is by overwatering them rather than underwatering them. So you got to be really careful with it all and the timings of that. And then maybe if you can find some like kind of fertilizer type scenario. Obviously there's very natural sources of fertilizer. However, I wouldn't want to use them on Winnie here because she is a person.
You're talking about poop, aren't you?
I am talking about poop, yes. So I wouldn't want to use that because that is just not really great. However, used coffee grounds are very good for planting. And if these guys are doing coffee this morning, maybe they've got some like used coffee grounds so they don't mind us taking. It's just going to get thrown away, so we might as well use it. That's going to be a lot more pleasant for Winnie than excrement. So I can ask the guy when he comes back out if we can take some of those. That might be quite useful.
I think I would much prefer that my charge was possibly on a caffeine high than having eaten shit. So yeah, okay. I think the coffee grounds are probably a good way to go.
Yeah.
The things we learn from being plant people. Didn't even have to roll that. That was all from the old noggin.
There you go, Persephone in a green thumb.
This is my plant. It
There are
is
many
not
like it, but this
I was
one
going
is
to say,
mine.
how's your spider plant, Lolly?
actually doing really well. I just
Yeah.
don't touch it. And my
Welcome
bathroom
to
has
plant-
like no ventilation,
welcome to
so
plant
it's
chat.
actually doing very well.
We have a spider plant in our bathroom and it kept popping off babies, so we just gave them away to everyone and we gave one to Lolly. So now it's living at Lolly.
Nice.
It's still alive.
Yeah, my spider plant is one that's from a friend's spider plant.
I
So-
don't think anyone buys a spider plant at this point. Everyone just gets them off the offshoots of everybody else's.
Yeah.
They just inherit them.
All
by the sound
spider
of it.
plants originate from one plant, like 40,000
eternal
years
plant.
ago.
Well, yes.
So
Well,
I'm
we
going to
are the trend bucker there, Wintermain.
pull out like an
as
orb
you
of
guys-
water and sort of water the plant if Blaze would like me to. If not, I won't. Your choice.
What the best thing to do is if you just kind of take the pot, because usually with a potted plant there's a pot within a pot, so there's a nice decorative pot and there's another one with drainage.
Yeah.
What you want to do with the water is you want to take out the inner pot, water the plant until water stops draining from the holes in the inner pot, and then any excess water that comes out, you don't want to touch it, and then you pop it back in, and then I'd say check again in an hour just to make sure there's nothing's kind of pooling around the bottom of the outside pot.
There's no seepage.
No seepage.
I shall bow to your superior knowledge and Gideon,
Yeah.
I please ask you to assist me in watering.
Yeah, no problem. On it. Pulls out one of his little water orbs and does the thing, does the damn thing.
What is the plant?
Yeah.
Okay,
Take
grand.
that,
Well, Winnie, you just sit there. You absorb that. You take that up. Good lavender. Hi, Darcy. Good, Winnie.
Are we 100% sure this is your charge?
Now that you've said that, no. However,
Mhm.
However, I am really hoping that the gods of this world would not be so dickish to do that to me right now, because I am about to have an aneurysm as it is.
Where did you find her? Because there is a plant shop that's selling quite a lot of lavender just up on the
down the little alleyway right next to the pub, right next to the tavern. So not at the shop, like right in the alleyway. So there was just her and her little bell, and I recognized the bell because like we'd literally just fucking given it to her. So it's like, oh well, that's
as far as she got before she turned
there
to
was a flash in the alleyway. So unless there was a potted plant there and Winnie's just teleported into the ethereal plane,
because she does do that now.
She does do that. We have discovered this as well. If she's done that, and it just coincidentally happens to be next to a plant, I've been walking around like a fucking dipshit the last half a day.
Well, I mean,
it's okay. I will.
We look at the positive. I mean, not really the positive, because if that's the case, then we've lost a child, and that's never a good thing. However, we've gained ourselves a lovely plant, and it is a lovely plant.
It is very lovely.
If Winnie has blinked, because I am assuming that's the spell, I've heard of it, I think that's the one she's been using. If she has blinked, then at least she's safe, because she's not really in she's like kind of in a little space between planes now, isn't she?
If like a little pocket dimension type.
It's like a little pocket dimension that only she can. So she'll be the only one in there. She'll be able to see what we're doing as well. So there's a high chance that she's actually here if she's blinked, because it's that thing where if you blink, you pop into this pocket dimension, you can see things that are going on around you, but other people can't. It's almost like a two-way mirror type situation. So if she has blinked out, she should hopefully have been able to find us, and she's here as well in a kind of sense.
Wow.
Hopefully she has witnessed every single embarrassing moment of me being fucking terrified that she's a plant and is rolling around on her ass laughing at me, crying tears of laughter, because I'm actually happy to accept that rather than her being in pain.
Or she could just be like generally concerned about your well-being.
I mean, either are better than her being upset right now. I would very much like her to not be upset right now. And I'm really shit at comforting people, as you may have noticed.
We know. So, we know that hasn't gone unnoticed.
It's a shame that Manny's still asleep, because honestly, if he could do that speak to plants thing again, that would be marvelous. But I don't really want to wake him. I feel like I just want to let him sleep. It's been a long day for him.
Yeah, this is a good time for him to kind of, because he's now sober, or as sober as he's going to be, to sort of like enjoy that space.
Rest,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I must admit I heard some very weird noises coming from his room. So
Yeah.
It's probably Bernard.
I
At least it
don't,
means he's alive, you know?
I don't want to go in there.
Possibly. Who can say?
I mean,
What does that mean, Gideon? If you hear him talk, it means he's not dead. The dead can't talk, Gideon, not unless you use talk with dead.
I don't know about that because we've definitely seen some talking dead since we've been in this swamp.
Oh, shit, yo, you're all right. Well, even
Spirits.
even more reason to not open that door.
Yeah. The well of
And
spirits. Yeah.
cool.
Smiling Manny just leaps out at you. Just,
Manny can't be a Myling. He's far too old to be a Myling.
yeah, maybe
The
he's
oldest
just a sort of
Myling in the
shriveled
business.
Myling, like.
When the guy gets back with the coffee and stuff, Persephone's gonna ask him for the coffee grounds.
Lovely. So he comes back and he's got one of his massive
Hey, one sugar
trays
coffee grounds.
and pops aside and delivers porridge. I didn't ask what you wanted with it, so he puts down a little mini tray next to you, Blade, that's got like a little pot with jam, a little pot with what looks like maybe honey or something, and the little pot with some salt in it as well. Just those down there.
Wait, you can put stuff in this shit?
Oh, how
Yes,
sorry,
people do.
Blade, you've been around for 400 years and you didn't realize you could put stuff in your porridge.
I just
That's
never
no
did.
way
It was
to
never a
live.
thing. You don't tend to, peck condiments when you're
You've
going.
been having bland porridge.
Yeah.
Fucking
She's lived in the
square.
royal palace and she's been having bland porridge. This is a
Ugh.
choice.
This is
You
choice.
absolute square. Oh, God. I don't know if I
Why
can be
would you
seen
put
with you.
things in it? It's just fine as it is.
Jam, honey, I don't know, something.
It's fine as it is. Just why would
No,
you
it's
do
not.
that?
Because
It
it's.
is.
Cinnamon.
Oh. Yeah, but fucking ace. There you go. Look at that.
Don't make Lolly say
Cinnamon.
that word. Don't make Lolly say
Cinnamon.
cinnamon.
Cinnamon, honey,
Cinnamon.
jam.
Nutmeg.
Chocolates. Some chocolate in there if you're really raisins. The world is
Brown
your
Pressure
lobster.
you to get
Sugar.
chocolate. Oh my gosh.
Specifically brown sugar because it makes it taste kind of
The proper
caramelized.
demerara stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
My
demerara.
dad used to make it with demerara and then a bit of butter, salted butter in the middle then as well. So
Yeah,
weird question
see?
my dad. So
I that could work though because the salt
it
and the
did.
yeah.
It actually did.
See?
Um,
The choices are endless, Blaze, and you choose to have it bland as, oh. Wow.
Yeah.
Just for you,
That's
Nothing wrong
that's
with
ruined
that.
my morning.
just for you,
It's really
Amsan.
fucking ruined my day.
Cinnamon on the Hecalopter from Dum Dum Dums.
Has he brought our coffee over with the
At least
treats
it's
and
closed.
stuff?
So he's delivered the porridge and
You're
all
a
the bits and
man.
bobs. He's then put down a jug of water in a glass. He's delivered
Nice.
your
Lovely.
full Antiersons, which has everything
Lovely.
that you would expect, and also some green round bits that appear to be some sort of marrow, like a courgette or something like that, also added.
Okay.
Ooh, lovely.
And then
Oh, sorry.
he puts down coffee. It's a proper cafetiere. The thing's still up. He said, "Oh, do you want me to push the thing down, or you do it? You just gotta be careful because it."
Yeah, go on, you do it. Go on, you do it. Go on, you do
That's
it.
pro. Ah, there
Go
we
on.
go. There we
you go.
go.
Look at that. It's a pro.
Ah, beautiful. Thank you.
See, these guys are just like, oh, look at that. Look at that. And Blaze just there like, you're fucking weird.
Like coffee.
Says the one who eats bland porridge. Shut up.
Coffee and a couple of extra little small things of there.
Great.
Anything else
Drops it straight into the
guys
coffee.
need?
Jaeger bombs the coffee. Yum, yum, yum.
Gideon, for Christ's sake, man, it's not even 9.
I was
Hey, it's 5 o'clock
getting
somewhere.
early.
Hands start shaking.
You either had a really good night or a really bad night. I'm not sure.
I had a fucking great night.
Excuse me, sir, before you head off. You don't happen to have any, obviously if you're making coffee and stuff, you don't happen to have any kind of used coffee grounds that you're gonna be throwing away.
Sure, loads. Yeah, I mean, there's some right in there, but yeah.
Oh
sure.
yeah, no, of course. Could we just get like a couple of bags of them, and then I'll take this stuff as well once we finish the cafetiere. We got this plant, you see, and it's really obviously you can't find much fertilizer around here. And I've heard the coffee grounds do a very good job.
Oh,
So
that they do. Did you get it? Oh, you got it off Lyra, Venster, just around the way.
oh yeah, Lyra. Yeah. So lovely girl. But yeah, if we could just grab a couple of bags just for something, you're just if you're gonna throw them away, So thank you very much.
Oh, we often do give them to over to Lyra. Actually, but yeah, sure, you can have some. Yeah, no worries.
Oh, you're a gem. Thank you very much.
Not seeing your amphibious friendly friend this morning.
We're letting him sleep in. He had a big day yesterday. I got up to a lot of stuff, so we're just letting him sleep it off. Yeah.
I shall tell housekeeping to maybe leave that space.
Maybe leave something outside of his door, maybe some food or something, and maybe knock twice and then just leave it, and he'll probably get it. It'll be fine.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That will do. And he wanders off again.
Knock twice, run fast.
Mm-hmm. And if a dog with an old man's face answers the door, don't be scared. It's just what he does.
Or do be scared.
It's kind of a new thing.
It's perfectly natural
because
reaction.
I don't want Manny to be attacked. It's just what he does. He's trying out something new. So just leave the food and just don't say anything. Don't even look it in the eye. Just walk away.
Excellent. So I don't know if anyone's recalled. Obviously, you guys went to the Apothecary and Alchemist and you asked them to do a quick time try and put this spell together to dispel the wild magic. And as you said, that didn't seem to be successful. They had promised that they would continue to work on it. So if you wanted to come back to them the next day, you could do that.
Interesting.
I remember things that happened last time.
So, folks, that spell that occurred yesterday, you guys saw that right near the end when it kind of just didn't do what we hoped. You saw that gold flash, right?
Yeah. I just assumed it was like a trial and error type testing phase that they're trying to work out kinks.
I'm a little bit worried because she's still a plant, and I was under the impression that she should not be a plant. I'm a little bit worried that it might have.
So, can I just ask, if this fails a second time, does this mean that you've got the wrong plant?
I don't know, and that's the problem.
Ooh. See, this is the mystery now. This is a whole different thing. Exciting.
Well, we got to figure this out real quick because I'm on a divine mission now. So, yeah, go me for this kind of crazy shit.
Well,
how about we eat our breakfast, drink our coffee, and whatever else we're drinking, Mr. Gideon, and we can head on over, see what they've got, and hope to the gods that our Winnie's not going to be a lavender for much longer, and then we can just give these coffee grounds to Lila.
I can safely say that if this is not Winnie, Kamali is going to kill me.
So, is this permanent? Can this be permanent? Do we know?
I have no idea. I
mean, Persephone, you're the magic one. Yeah. Permanent or not? What do you reckon?
Can I do some kind of check to
sure.
have a guess, Miss? Yes, thanks, Gideon.
Miss.
I'll let you.
Sorry, I was waiting for the bit where I think, like, you're just calling Miss DM because that would be a weird day. But yeah, well, you can roll me an Arcana, yeah.
An Arcana.
Arcana. Roll that Arcana.
That is a 15.
Okay, so obviously
Strong.
This is wild magic sorcery, so it's not exactly your area, but with you being a wizard. And my brain's just forgotten the thing that Gideon asked about, so that's real helpful a bit.
Was it? Could it be permanent? Is there a possibility this wild magic can stay?
Thank you. My brain just was like, not holding that. No thanks. Bye. But no, you would recall that wild magic surges do tend to wear off or stop happening after a certain point. They don't tend to be permanent fixtures.
Okay, so yeah, the chances are it's gonna be a temporary thing. They don't tend to be permanent. It's always kind of anytime a wild magic surge happens, it always seems to kind of wear off eventually. How long that lasts kind of depends. There's
months,
no
could be
real
years.
answer to it. It's not my kind of school of magic. Being a wizard and all, we don't have wild magic because we kind of learn it all. So it's
That's
not
kind
as
druid
kind
shit,
of
yeah.
it's very innate magical stuff, which I've read about, but it's not really I've not had
Not your
experience with it myself.
Fair play. Well, I suppose we better eat up and hit the road.
No, off you go. Do you eat the courgette marrow, or do you decide to abandon that? I'm just curious,
Oh well, now you've said that.
I'm
I would
probably
have eaten
gonna
it.
I'm not gonna touch it. I'm gonna be like, I don't know why that's on my plate. I didn't ask for it.
I'll have it.
It's part of the fermentation.
I'll have it, and if it hurts me, then thanks, Laurie.
It's literally it tastes of the sort of empty flavored, absorber flavored things that that courgette tastes of, because it's courgette. So
yeah, I would definitely not
courgette.
just eat it as an individual. I would have it with some beans or some bacon or like a bit of sausage. Like it's not just my mum. But yeah.
But yeah, it's just grilled courgette. It's not going to do anything to you. It's just
sick.
I was just weirdly curious.
It's like
There's green on your plate. Are you
5d12.
going to eat it?
5d12 of poison damage for you all. Like, fuck.
Like I would do that.
You'll never touch that marrow again.
So yes, you've finished your meals. Your lodging had included the breakfast, so you're all squared anyway. So and you super cleaned the guy's floor. That floor is gleaming.
I forgot.
It's the cleanest thing in that entire building. So yeah, lovely.
Hey, this floor is real sparkly. I didn't know wood could sparkle. I wonder how
Hey,
they do
look.
that.
Digitation, isn't it?
Press to digitize that floor, and it's sparkles
you.
like no one.
Why did you do that? What happened?
No, I actually
not sure
can't remember.
I'm not sure.
Did Manny like shit on the floor or something?
Yeah, Manny did something disgusting.
He pissed on the floor.
Evacuated some part of himself onto the floor.
Yeah. Some
He
sort of
definitely
body
did.
fluid hit the floor.
Yeah, he did something disgusting, and I cleaned it up because I felt sorry for the guy behind the bar because
Yeah.
it's fucked. So I pressed it to digitized it because it means I can clean it without having to touch anything.
Pressed to digitize.
And it turns out these floors are filthy from the get-go, so I just give them a little.
I mean, this could be a little
Once over.
side hustle for you. It's really good.
Hey,
You could be the
why
face
not?
of prestidigitation.
I could be the prestidigitation princess.
That's it. Persephone's prestidigitation. There you go.
Princess Persephone's
Prestidigitation.
Wow.
It's becoming a mouthful. We gotta-
PPP have a little crew that goes
Which,
around.
funnily
cleaning
enough,
up
is
places.
something that I will clean.
There you go. All sorts of stains and fluids will be cleaned.
Excellent.
I mean,
Lovely.
we should drop a business plan. There could be some money in this.
Once we're in the south, then
Yeah.
I'm thinking we
Quids in. I'll invest. Dragon's Den with Gideon. I'll have 25% of your business.
Beholder's Den.
Yeah, behold. Oh, snap. That's it. There we go. Show within a show.
So, you've had your food. Onwards, as you exit the tavern, it's obviously still quite early in the morning. Most places, there's signs of people around, and you can see a little sort of gathering over the way near the schoolhouse, and you hear the tinkle of all the kids sort of arriving for their school day. Some of the businesses are starting to open their doors and turn the signs round. There's a lovely wafty smell of a bit of hint of bread. So the bread making's obviously well underway at the bakery. And there's a few like seagull type calls. So obviously the river that this is on does go out to the main water areas. So, but yeah, overall, morning fields, overcast kind of day, dimmer,
Lovely.
a bit cooler than it has been, thankfully, as well.
Feels like I'm in an episode of Twilight.
It's hello.
Diamond skin. Yeah. Gideon steps into the sunlight, diamond skin.
Sparkling like the floor in that tavern.
Well, if it helps, the people won't care.
Is the Alchemist open then, or is it still a bit too early for that?
No, so they haven't got the open sign on, but if you go knock, you can see there's life inside.
Give it the old policeman's knock.
Right,
It's a
right,
raid. Open up, this is a raid. Yeah, go on then.
No. No.
No,
She always wants to cause a fight.
No, I won't. I'll just demurely knock on the door.
Very
Literally,
respectful.
as you're sort of doing
Very
like a
respectful,
1,
very
2,
mindful.
3, before you even manage the third knock, the door is opened.
Oh, Jesus
I'll
Christ.
hit him. Bang. Sorry, mate.
Well,
But
it's
yeah, you
fine,
didn't knock it that hard, Gideon.
because John is quite a short stack, and he's there with all the poof hair, and the hair looks even more chaotic than it did previously. He looked ever so slightly tired, like, oh, you came back, excellent. We were hoping to have a second go at it, because I know it didn't go to plan, but you're back. We've been working on things. We think we've tweaked it. We've got it sorted. Oh, yes. And like you look behind him, and Zira's there. Give me a wave. And the markings on the ground are already relayed out as they were the previous night. But if you look closely, there's a few adjustments to the markings and things. Different coloured salt around the edge, you know. So yes.
Cool. Right. Should we get to it? Show us in, good man or woman, wherever you are. Let's go.
Whatever you are.
I don't know.
Human
I
man,
don't know
there's lots
people.
of human men you got to meet along the way.
I don't know. I don't see gender.
Gideon doesn't see gender, not because he's an equality, like not because of that. It's just because he doesn't care. He doesn't care enough
I'm an
to
ally.
look or check.
Yeah, that's probably better than most people. So
He's an ally, but only out of his own laziness more than anything.
Better than all of the Clackdoon.
pretty fucking much. Points
So-
for me. Let's go.
So did you carry the plant, or have you papoosed it again, or?
Drop kicked it through the door.
I papoosed the plant. The plant is
Just
papoosed.
left it back in the
It's the
pub.
image of
It just
the
left it on
on a
the,
day that
just left it on the
Cameron
counter. No, I
Yeah, just
papoosed
on
the
the chair
plant.
on the table. Fuck.
It's like it's on top of the plate armor, though. Like armor, shield. Plant.
Papoose.
Yeah,
Plant
lovely. And it's
papoose.
sort of
Uh,
good plant.
This-
Here.
I've become a master of papoosing this plant, though. So
The papoose queen.
papoose queen, yes.
And he sort of gestures. If you'd like to, the plant. And just
Out of the
space
papoose
policy.
into
Lovely.
the middle.
Okay, and they undertake the same ritual as you saw the previous night. And again, there is kind of the lighting up of the circle around it, and the flurry of colours, the greens, the blues, the purples, and a little floof of gold. And as everything clears, there's still a plant there in a pot, and it's still a lavender plant. God, I really thought it would work that time. I know we did do everything, didn't we? We went over the transmutation parts. We went over. You are sure this is a plant, right? I mean,
How dare you?
and they're both back and forth. You can see they're just like, this really should have worked. Really should have. I know, but it's a plant. That's still what they expected. I don't know what they're expecting, but it's clearly not another plant because they don't look very happy about it being a plant still.
Wait, do you guys actually know what we're trying to do here?
You asked for something to dispel a wild magic. So I'm assuming there's meant to be a person.
So clearly something is not working right. I am going to take my plant now. And I think I'm gonna go for a walk around the town for a little bit. Just clear my head a little. Because I'm starting to find that I'm suffering from several major aneurysms, and I think I may now have developed some kind of stomach ulcer. So I'm just gonna go and walk it off.
Did you want something for the...
No,
I don't know.
no,
Okay.
we're good. I'm gonna take my plant. And I'm gonna go and freak out.
Do you guys follow Blade out the building, or are you...
I feel like
Um,
Blythe needs their space right now, so I feel it's
I
probably
think so.
worth us just staying put for a wee bit, and then
They
Give it
seem
like-
really... Oh, that really should have worked, you know.
Why didn't it then?
I don't know. I don't understand why it didn't work.
have you
Well-
tried doing things like this before, like dispelling wild magic, or is this the first time?
Well, it's the first time we've done it in this form and on a plant, but we have, you know, done there's a dispelling of magic generally, and there's treatments to kind of help suppress wild magic. It was a bit of an experiment, admittedly, to try and combine the two into a ritual, but maybe it...
Back to the drawing board, I suppose.
You are sure, aren't you?
What?
Sure of what?
That it's not just a plant. It does look just like one of Miss Benberg's.
Hey, look, we've been asking
mean-
the same question. We've been asking, and what? I mean, unless there was just a plant knocking
ask
about
the
down the
plant?
alley of the pub, I
I mean, I don't know. You're stood right here. You ask them. Have you asked the plant? Because you could do that. You could ask the plant. And this is the husband kind of interjecting
none of us
his energy.
none of us have speak with plants except for Manny, who's not here at this moment in
Well,
time.
we've got to... Dear, is that your side or my side? My side, darling. We have a potion. Speak with plants.
Oh, well, why didn't you say so? Oh, perfect. Yeah,
I
we'll
mean-
take one of them.
No point. to
You sort of
plants.
buried the lead there a little bit, but never mind.
Well, you didn't ask them to speak with plants. You asked them to do a magic thing.
Well,
Well,
I
because
mean,
we didn't need to speak with the plant, we asked we needed them to turn the plant back into a human being, and we were
which you
convinced,
failed at.
which
by
you
the
didn't
way.
do. Mind
so-
you,
I'll be coming back
So
to ask
don't
for some
be coming
fucking
at me
cash
with
back
that.
from you lot.
attitude, please and thank you. How much for the potion, please and thanks?
Two stones.
Lovely. How about we take a few, just so we've got, just in case we end up talking to a plant that's not, and then we can.
Four?
4 is probably quite a good shout. What do you reckon,
How many have you
Gideon?
got? How many have you got in store?
Oh, about 7, if you include these.
Take the
4.
lot. We'll take the full 7. Give us a
all
lot.
7.
All 7.
Should I get these, Gideon?
Is this like a look of like? I'll
I
get
know
'em. It's fine. I'll get them.
I don't even know how much gold I've got, to be honest. Oh, stone. How many stones I've got?
How many
so
is this? Is this 7 stone or is this some fantastical figure?
It'd be
It was
14, technically.
14 stone.
Because it was 2 per thing, and you want 7. So
Perfect.
that's maths. Yeah, I did that one.
Yay!
Basic
There
math.
you go. There you go. It's all yours.
Excellent. Well, I mean, feel free to come back. We will keep seeing what we can do. You know, come back anytime.
Well,
We may
keep
do
trying.
that once we've figured out whether or not the plant we have is the plant we need. I'm sure we'll come back and give us the thing. I apologize for my wee outburst earlier. We're under a lot of stress, and we are trying our hardest to get sure that we
Are we
have the
though?
right plan. So,
Are we though?
well, also the attitude was unnecessary. To be frank.
Wow.
But
Feel myself
I
in this fiery
apologize.
burn I'm feeling on my face.
There was
Oof.
no need for my little.
Yeah. Be warned, shopkeep.
Quite all right. I sense this is a stressful situation. Well, I'd say pleasure, but it's trying. So,
Well,
take
just
care.
get better. Just get better. So we ask.
I'll ignore him. Thank you for your help and what you're doing. I'm sure we'll see you again soon.
Keep trying.
On that note,
Get it
we are
one
going
day.
to go for a little break as you leave the shop, having kind of been rude to people. Classic D&D, I guess.
They were rude first.
Yes. We basically, that was, we struck back when they,
We were like, oh, sick, you've got one of them. Oh, and then it was like, well, you didn't ask for one. It's like, excuse me.
We came back with countermeasures on that one.
Fair enough then. Right,
Awesome
we are going to take a
service.
little bit of a break, everybody. We'll be back in 5-10 minutes. Everyone can do a stretch, a move, a hydrate, or whatever they need to do. I need more coffee.
I'm reporting them to George.
I need more coffee.
George will hear of
That's
this.
it, guys. Thank you very much. Stay tuned. Hey, we have returned. I don't know what I'm doing with my arm. Stop it. There you go. Hey, welcome back from our little bit of a break there. We are back with our Homebrew Havoc situation, where it has been a morning of breakfasts and stress on one of our players. Well, their character anyway. Hopefully not the player themselves, the character. We have once again tried to turn the plant into a person, and the plant is still being a plant, and we are unsure if that is the fault of the plant or the fault of the spell or what's going on. We had a bit of awkward interactions with the shopkeepers, but we have had morning mead to keep us going. Not in that order, but you know. Okay, you have exited the apothecary with your 7 bottles of Speak with Plants potion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to assume that Blade has just sort of gone out of sight because they've kind of just gone off for a wander. So, what are you guys going to do? Are you going to seek them out, or are you going to just sort of
Probably worth having a look for him.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Just to try and make sure that Winnie is actually Winnie as soon as possible. You know, obviously we'll take as long as we need to. Given that the person playing Blaze is currently away from the keyboard. So let's just take a pleasant stroll.
So yeah, you
Let's
come
do
out and
it.
there's a place is looking a bit more open. You can hear the clangs of the blacksmithy getting up and running, and generally there's a good sense of okay, the day you know how when you go out into town and it's kind of before the shops open and it's got that kind of weird ghosty feel. You're now past that time, and everywhere is now actually looking like it's alive as a
Nice.
swampy damp town can
Ooh,
look.
okay.
As it's on the water. The water is still grim.
Fair.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. Made a medical emergency, so sorry about that.
All right. Yeah.
We're good now. Yeah, I'm just out of breath because I just ran up the stairs like 3 times. So
Just checking.
I'm good.
Breathe.
I'm okay. Just out of breath. Really, really unfit. I need to...
Fair enough. Sorry to speak to you then whilst you're catching your breath. Just to let us know, did Blaze wander anymore? Or did they just stand outside and just go?
Blaze kind of put the plant in the papoose, as muttered to herself, "Winnie, if you're listening, fuck my life. Fuck. Don't tell your mom I swore." And then she's gonna walk off back toward the tavern, and I'm aiming for that alleyway that I picked this fucking plant pot up from. I'm gonna go back to where I found the plant pot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put the plant down on the bench. It is take off the little bell that's sort of been tied around one of the stalks. Just put it down beside it, where I found it. And then I'm gonna sit down on this bench, or whatever it was I found. And I'm gonna stare blankly at the wall.
Okay. Excellent. I feel like Blade is really wishing they'd asked their god if the plant was the child now. you guys, you've acquired your potions. It's probably taken at least that long for Blade to get. So Blade's probably gone out of sight. So you guys step out and you can't see them anywhere.
Oh gosh. Okay. Well, it's a smaller place.
Yeah.
We'll find
Can't
them.
go far. Yeah.
No, nah, they can't have gone that far at all. I guess we'll start walking.
Lovely.
Around.
That's a good start. Get those legs moving.
Get those legs moving, morning walking. Lovely. Okay. Just roll me. Oh, I don't know what to get you to roll. Roll me survival, just to see what you're set to
Oh
drag
no.
like.
Actually, no, my survival's not too bad, actually.
Ooh, okay. That's an 18 for me.
Fucking hell.
A 15 for old Persephone.
Okay, so yeah, you sort of find your way around, and you do realise the town is pretty much kind of a central. The whole thing is on stilts out of the water, but there's kind of a central space where you've been to the bakery, and there's a few other bits there, and then it's kind of a square around it with obviously the water between, so you have to sort of strategically cross at certain points. So you sort of wander around, and eventually you're coming back round on yourselves, and you go past Aaron's couriers and printing shop. You spot the general store in the corner, and you're coming up on the tavern, and then you are down the alleyway. Blade is looking at a wall.
Blade, hi there. Yeah, all right, or are you kind of just having a little bit of a breakdown?
Is this a good time?
Understandable.
Yeah.
Do you want 5?
Yeah, do you want us to do another round of
fine.
block and come back in an hour or so or whatever?
What? No, I'm fine. Well, I'm
Right.
not fine, but whatever needs to be done needs to be done.
Well, we have some solution. Well, not solutions, but we have a way of being able to decipher if this is Winnie or not. Obviously, Manny was good with the old talking to plants and whatnot, but he's otherwise indisposed. So we've actually bought some potions, 7 in fact, to talk to Winnie. We thought the more the better, because if this one turns out not to be Winnie, we can just use them again to eventually find the plant that is Winnie. If Winnie is in fact a plant at all and isn't just in the ether somewhere like we discussed earlier.
Okay, I will leave it in your capable hands. I'm gonna go down there, and she points sort of down to the bottom, like down the back where the platform of the stilts ends. So I'm guessing, looking at the map, the tavern kind of ends at the edge and just
There is technically a little bit of a back area. Like, annoyingly, the map does a weird thing when I transfer it onto here. There is kind of boards around the back of the tavern, but it's kind of like some boards and then water.
Oh,
but yeah, it automatically cuts the ends off and borders it all just with the neutral thing, annoyingly. But yeah.
So Blaze is going. I'm going to go. I will let you do the talking. Because honestly, right now, I think I just need to look at something.
Okay, yeah, no worries. We'll look after her for you.
Please, just I need a moment because I'm having a small crisis. I just need to crisis over there. I'm gonna crisis over there. Thank you.
Sounds fair.
And I'm going to go, and you just sort of see her. She's got this big fucking shield, and she's just going to sort of rest the shield so that the sort of slightly pointy bottom is resting on it, and she's on the boards, and she's just going to flump straight down, and is just there, one arm up, holding this shield upright, just at the edge, staring out into the water, legs over the edge, just maybe swaying slightly, just trying to recompose, just trying to just not have a fucking
out from under
aneurysm.
the shading of all the wooden areas, you can actually see into the water a little more than you thought you could. The greenishness is actually, you can see all the bits of algae and things further under the water, and you can see it sort of waffling slightly in the current. As you watch, you do see a little creature come swimming out and then swim away back into the shadows, and just every now and again, probably little tadpole type things, just living their little aquatic lives, just in the water.
Honestly, that's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, if I'm 100% honest.
Really?
I thought they'd be worse. I'll be honest. You're kind of holding yourself to that higher standard for your entire life, which is a long old time. And then this really important mission comes along and something real bad happens and you don't know whether or not your charge is a plant or not a plant. It would fuck with me, I'll be honest. So this is not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like an existential crisis where, the fear of failure is kind of like, you start to question your whole being, I suppose.
Yeah. Now,
maybe she'll start putting something in the fucking porridge from now on. I don't know.
Look, honestly, just to feel something,
Jazz it
I
up
suppose.
Jazz it up. I don't know. Yeah. It might make her feel something.
She doesn't
maybe,
need help
maybe.
being salty.
There's always hope yet.
So do you want to do this or should I?
Now, out of the two of us, who's the better talker here?
Well, I feel like you're gonna say yourself, but I don't actually know.
Well, actually, I wasn't. I was going to say you.
Oh, okay. I mean, if you've got the confidence,
I'm not arrogant. I'm just saying that I can come across as slightly, misunderstood.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah. So you're more sensible. You can probably get to the point. I'm less likely to cause offense. You're less likely to cause offense than I am.
Fair enough. Yeah. Okay. Right.
There's magic involved, and that's not my bag, baby. So.
Yeah. No worries. I'll take some then. So yeah, she'll take one of the potions. She'll pop the cork, I assume, out, and then go glug glug glug.
So it's got the cork, and it is just a little vial, and sort of it is just like it's essentially like a little test tube, just with a little flattened little flared
like
base.
What those those ginger like shot things you get for your immunity things.
Kind of, yeah. And sort of as you look at it, I can have a look at it. And it is just sort of a brownish colour, opaque. There is a slight shimmer to it if you move it in the light, the kind of bronzy hue. To smell, again, there's a very definitive earthy scent. But there is also kind of a herbal edge to it, like someone's got really excited about loads of tea and just shoved it in.
It's like a potpourri that's been pasted.
Kind of. So when you nick it back, it tastes. At first, kind of the first thing you get is a very soily, earthy, umami sort of tang, and then it kind of shifts into more of a rose water taste at the end, and it's actually quite. The aftertaste is quite nice. The original first flavor a bit, but the after bit's quite. Yes.
To be fair, that is the preferred way around. The thing you want to stay with you is the stuff you want to be nice. Well, that's certainly got a bit of a kick to it. Now let's see if it's gonna work. Right.
Did you want to wash it out with this? I'll produce the last shot of mead I've just.
No, it's all right, Gideon. You have that. You paid for it. You can have that one.
Okay. Cool.
Right.
Glass over the shoulder.
Hi, Lavender. Just wanted to check if you were just but if you were a actual potted lavender plant, or if you are Winnie. If you are Winnie, you'll know what I mean by that. If you're a lavender, you probably won't. So, but anyway, hello, I'm Persephone, and this is Gideon. Nice to meet you.
Well, that's quite a series of questions all at once. I don't get talked to generally. This is unusual. I'm normally just with the others. But hi.
Oh, actually, I've got a plan that doesn't involve us using the other ones of those potions. Sorry, Lavender, because you're not Winnie, are you?
No. I'm Ernest.
Cool. Right. So we got a bit of a situation here, Ernest. So we're looking after a wee girl. In fact, her kind of is it ward? Is ward the right word? No, the ward
or
is the
child
child.
or something, yeah.
Ward is the
Basically,
child.
we've a ward. We've got a ward. She's a little bit magical, and she's got a bit of the
one
wild
with the
magic.
red hair. The one with the red hair.
Yes. Oh, have you seen her?
Well, yeah. She was there. The chap picked me up, and I thought, oh shit, I'm being robbed, as in like they're taking me away. And then there was the lass with the red hair looking all upset, and then he sort of plunked me down, threw something on the floor that went flash, and sort of grabbed her and legged it.
Sorry, right. Where did he go?
Away. I just.
That's true. You couldn't really. You can't really follow, I suppose. Ah, okay. Well, my plan was going to be if Ernest here was able to speak to the other plants, maybe they'd be able to find Winnie. But now we're in a very different kettle of fish. Now, right. So as a fella, what did this guy look like?
Well, he was kind of all covered in the furs and the raggedy bits, and he'd got the drizzled beard and the really mean eyes. I don't see eyes, like pay attention to eyes, but he had mean ones.
Mean eyes, bearded man, lots of furs. Does that doesn't match the description of anybody we've seen, does it, Gideon? Knocking about here.
Ooh, I don't know. Can I make some sort of history check or something to see if I
do a history check? Have a little ruffle through of everyone you've bumped into, because you've met a fair few people in this place. Yeah.
Can I do one as well?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
I rolled a 16.
Oh,
16.
This is good. Oh shit, mine's 24.
Yeah, no, that doesn't match the description of anyone that you've. That doesn't match the description of anyone you've met. But you do recall lots of mentions of a poacher, and poachers do like to wear fur.
Oh,
it's that fucking poacher bloke.
Bloody poacher! Fuck. Where did they say? Oh, bastard. Where did they say he was? I can't remember.
Given that you rolled a 24, you remember that he lived somewhere to the south. Is what you were told.
Somewhere
I think
to the
Blaze
south.
found out more accurately, but I don't know if they shared that with you guys.
Right. Okay. So Gideon, here's the situation. So we've got a potted plant that's not the child we're after, but Ernest.
Nice. I've been very well looked after. You know, I've been in a bed before.
That's not the plant we want. Fucking dump it.
No worries. You seem like a lovely chap, Ernest. We'll pop you back where you're supposed to be. We will. We won't just leave you there. Right. We've got a star elf who's having a bit of a mentee bee just in that alleyway over there, who, I'll be honest with you, I don't think I want to disturb, and I definitely don't want to tell this news. And we have a abducted child by a poacher we've never met.
Yep.
So it's not looking great.
Hey.
Shit, maybe I should have had that mead shot.
I think you've got two of the best people on the job here, so I think it'll be okay.
But you and Blaze.
No, you mean you.
Oh, me? Me? Oh, us two. Right, okay. I see. Well, thank you. Right, okay. So this poacher, Ernest, I'm probably,
We're the only ones to crack this case, I feel.
Oh, we aren't going to crack it wide open. I'm probably clutching at straws here, Ernest. But do you know much about a poacher? Have you heard anything? I don't know if you hear much of people going past.
It's the same guy that comes around every now and then. He comes and he does some dealings with the lady in the shop, next to where me and the others live.
Oh, Lila's. Is this Lila's or is this a different shop?
He's referring to the general store, yeah.
The general store. Well, oh yes, because we chatted to that lady in the general store about him, didn't he? Because then he was talking about the bell. Oh my God, did he take the bell off her? Did he take the bell off the girl?
Yeah, when he grabbed hold of her and threw something on the floor that went tinkle tinkle next to me. And
oh shit!
He put something over her that she sort of just flopped down, and he could carry her away so she wasn't wiggling.
Shit. Okay, right, Gideon. What I'm thinking is we leave Blythe to just have a bit of a moment because I think
Right.
they need it. I think we go to the general store. We get Ernie back to where they belong. We go talk to the lovely lady in the general store, Mrs. General, and we go.
It's a bit of a shame, really, because
Oh, what's
well, it was a shame, really, because he'd stopped taking the children for quite a long time.
sorry? What was that
He's
now?
not doing that.
He's been taking the children. That's what's been going on. That's why they're putting the bell. Oh, that explains why he took the bell off. Wait, why the fuck was the poacher taking the children? Isn't he meant to be poaching, not poaching?
Wait. Is this plot telling you that people did people know this person's poaching children?
Oh,
They're just
right. I
letting them
forgot
wander
you
around
couldn't. You
town?
can't hear. I forgot you can't hear this conversation.
You're
Can you
kind
get?
of my go-bet, unless I neck one of these potions as well.
I mean,
you
might as
could,
well, we
like-
don't- you might as well. We don't need them now. How
Right.
long do the potions
Bosh.
last? I forgot we didn't actually ask that.
If it's based on the spell,
Forever.
that's 10 minutes.
Oh, right. 10 minutes. Right. Okay.
But you've got loads,
Sorry.
so you can just keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bosh,
Sorry,
bosh.
Ernest. This is Gideon.
How do?
He's helping us. I don't know if speak with plants works like both ways. Like, can plants understand humans, but like always, or is it only when the potion's been taken by a human?
Always. They always listen, just because you can't hear them.
Oh, sick! Love that. Okay, cool. So
Okay.
yes, Gideon. That's Gideon. You know Gideon. You've heard him talking.
They
Sorry,
aren't,
do that
also,
mead.
they aren't really privy to what happens around them. They can't, like, if it's not said there, they don't know it.
No, of course. No, of course. Yes. Right. Okay, Ernie. We're gonna. I'm assuming the papoose is still attached to Ernie.
I think he was put on the side, so I don't know if his was still wrapped around him or what, but
Blythe
I
was the.
don't know.
Oh, sorry. Ailey was the.
Hey,
Hey.
No, the papoose is actually made out of a cloak, so she's sort of
Right.
de-papoose and she's basically put everything back as she found it. So like the
Oh, okay.
plant's back where it was, the bell is laid back where it was when she found it, and she's just been
I
sat there
see.
staring at the wall, just
I'm going to fashion a papoose out of a rope. I'm wearing a big old cloak, actually.
There
And
you
I've
go.
got rope. I'm gonna papoose. I'm gonna do another papoose. Right, Ernie.
Oh,
We're
I'm
gonna.
being carried again. This is nice.
Well, you've been very helpful so far, Ernie, and I think you're going to be a good help to us, and
I don't want to be helpful.
How
honestly-
far are we away? Yeah, go on.
I was going to say something really stupid, like we might keep him with us because it'd be weird without him now. He's part of the team.
so most parties like collect like dogs and cats and frogs, and we collect plants in papooses.
So how far are we away from the general store then?
You're literally round the corner from it.
Right.
Like the alley you're down is
Okay.
that wall is the general store.
Okay.
Okay,
I
right.
think we need to get a step in.
Yes, let's get to it. Step.
How fast can you run?
I can run quite quickly because I'm not a centaur, the other one. I can
Satyr.
do a 35 feet per.
Oh, okay. I'm 45, so we'll be fine then.
Oh
cool.
Yeah, we'll smash it.
That's
Oh
all right.
yeah, of course you're a monk now, aren't you?
Yeah.
Speedy
Is
boy.
Blaze paying any attention, or are they actively zoned out of the world at the moment?
In Blythe's mind, as if the plant is Winnie, it's with two people that she's kind of come to trust, so she's not really paying that much attention. She's just sort of letting them do whatever it is.
That's fine. I was just trying to see if they were playing kind of half an ear, then I'd say you can hear them leave. But if you're kind of like, I'm fine, zone out.
Well,
then,
I was
Blaze-
going to suggest then, since we don't want to bother Blave, I was going to try and stealth away. Just do
Oh.
it secretly. Yeah, but whatever. If you're not paying attention, you're not paying attention.
I think Gav.
you can roll the stealth if you'd like the funsies of a roll.
Oh god, let's do for shits and gigs.
Oh.
And I got a 7, so that's
I got an 8,
marvelous.
so I wasn't really trying.
Awesome.
We
So,
both just went,
no,
"No, I was
like,
not looking."
you know to move, but you're walking on old boards. They creakety creak
Yeah.
as you wander off. So Blade, you are dimly aware that they're moving around. Whether Blade acts on that, don't know.
I mean, we're trying to sort of be respectful and leave her to her peace.
In Persephone's mind, I think obviously she knows that they can't do this without Blade. They need Blade there, sort of, especially if this guy's out of town and there's a potential that they'd need to leave the town. They're not going to leave Blade. But I think Persephone's like, if we get as much information as possible about the situation, it means that like there's less stress on Blade to kind of have to get all of that before they just go and storm the capital, for want of a better phrase.
I also feel like Persephone doesn't want to have to be the one to have that conversation with Blade.
Oh yeah, Persephone doesn't want to do that to Blade. She doesn't want to be that person.
Well, and Gideon's thinking, I don't know what will happen once I get my hands on this guy. Bad stuff will happen.
I'm sure it'll be much nicer than whatever Blade would do.
Unlikely.
So let's
okay. So yeah,
stealthily.
It's probably taking you like 2 minutes to go around the corner.
But we're so stealthy.
Gassed.
So stealthy.
Got
as you get there, you hear a little like, "Oh, it's Ernest! Barbara! Lorraine, I came back! I've been on an adventure! I've been in a bed!" And clients are just interrupted.
Ladies.
Morning.
You brought friends.
Hi gang. Actually, yous haven't happened to have seen a poacher, the poacher fella. There's the guy with furs and mean eyes and a beard.
Oh yeah, the one that picked Ernest up and legged it with him yesterday. We did see that. I told you. He picked me up. I thought he was nicking me. Right. He just put me down over there, guys. He didn't, I didn't go anywhere.
And then we found him because we thought he was somebody we knew, but it turns out it's Ernie, not Winnie.
I've been promised coffee. I've been getting lots of stuff. It's great, guys. Get nicked more often.
Oh yeah, that is right. We have got the coffee grounds.
Yeah. Cool your checks, Ernest. They're not for you.
Well, we're gonna go into the general store because the lady in there was talking to us about this poacher fella, and we think that she might know a little bit more about him and where he's come from. So we're gonna ask a little bit more information because he has something that we very desperately need. By the way, not nice man.
No, he was. I'm very surprised that the tall folk here didn't have more of an issue with him after he kept nicking the young'uns. But then he stopped doing that, so maybe they had an agreement. I don't know.
They knew that this man was stealing the kids.
Do we think that? Well, no, because they never said it was him. I know, but we saw him doing it. But they didn't, and they're talking amongst themselves. Yeah, but no one ever yelled at him for it. Maybe they didn't. I don't know.
Did they see him do it, or?
Well, no one ever stopped him or yelled at him, so
they just let him crack on with it. Right, this town is fucking weird. You guys are honestly the normalest thing here, and you're talking plants, and I mean that in the nicest way. Right. I love all that. I love all that weird shit. I've never been able to talk to plants before. It's not my kind of magic, so I'm buzzing about this.
You're a pleasure to talk to.
Come at a bad time is all. Right, I think we need to go visit Mrs. General in her store.
So you've got Lyra Venberg's general store. Bensberg.
Right.
I can't remember what I called her. Something like that.
Venmo. Lyra Venmo.
Lyra Vimeo.
And yes, as chat points out, they're not talking plants, they're just plants that you're now talking to.
That is true.
Splitting hairs.
Right. Just gonna walk
Excellent. So
into
yeah, you go in.
Mrs. Vimpto.
Where's that fucking poacher, you? I'm
I've
over
got
the desk.
right.
What?
Hello.
What? Whoa! Slow down. Why are you yelling at me? And she's sort of reaching down under the desk. Calm down.
Where's
Okay, it's
that?
all right. Look, where she
Good cop, bad cop.
Persephone fucking sees the reaching under the desk, and she's like, "No, been down this road."
Yeah, he's just all up in her grill. She's kind of like,
okay, sorry, we're under a lot of stress right now. We're going through a bit of a
you want
situation.
both? There's a man in my face.
Time is of the essence. Give it up.
Pointing a
Right.
finger at me. I don't know why.
Yeah, I just ignore him. He does that. He's fingers
You have
ablazing.
really fucked up friends. You know that, right?
Look, no. Okay, you can talk shit about me, but don't you? Sorry, beside the point. Right, you were talking to us about this poacher fella, right?
Yes, he comes through town every now and again.
Now and again,
We-
and
we-
takes away a little souvenir, doesn't he, miss?
We do some trade. He take, I buy his furs and stuff. Like, what do you mean?
Have you ever seen him, taking anything else about the town?
Something that doesn't belong.
Like a child, perhaps?
Fucking what?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. So you didn't know. That's all right then. The plants were giving us. This is Ernest, by the way. She points at Ernie on a chest.
Is that one of my plants?
Yes, it's Ernie. We found him in
Why
an
are you
alleyway.
wearing my plant?
We found him in an alleyway. We were just looking after him for a wee bit because we thought he was someone we knew.
As usually what happens.
As you do. Okay, I'm just going to pretend that isn't as weird as it absolutely is. And what are you saying about the children?
So it turns out Ernie here, very helpful chap. He's a good one. The fella with the furs and the beard and the mean eyes has been nicking all the kids. So that's where the children have gone missing.
That can't be.
And
that can't be
he
right.
just so happened to have nicked our kid. So
That can't be correct. That can't. But he was the one who came to help us and help stop the children being taken away. He's the one who came to fix the problem. Once he came, he resolved it. It never happened again. What do you mean he was doing it?
Ernie and Barbara and Lorraine, I think her name was. They were all saying it. They were all saying the same thing.
We never had any to talk to plants before. God. But you oh my God. I'm gonna have to tell someone. I'm gonna have to tell Aloysius. I'm gonna have to tell me.
Do you know where he lives?
Only roughly. He comes to us. We don't go to him. He lives down just south in the scatter marshes.
The scatter marshes. Okay. Well, he's got a child. He's got our child. So it's a very 3 men and a baby.
It was him. It's him that suggested the bell.
Gideon is Tom Selleck. Stephanie's Gutenberg.
Yeah. All we know is that he looks like he's been taking the children, and I don't. Did you guys pay him to? You didn't happen to pay him for his help, did you?
Well, I mean, everyone was so grateful when everyone stopped disappearing and the children stopped being taken. So obviously we paid him some money for that. But like, we never thought that he was him that was doing it. Like,
it was almost like a secret ransom.
Well, like, he'd been around before. Like, he turned up occasionally. I mean, it's hard to say.
So you paid off the guy that was stealing the kids, and then when the money ran out, he comes back. Does he? Is that how it works?
I don't understand. This is terrible. Oh my goodness.
This does make you part of, complicit, I'm afraid. In the eyes of the law.
Gideon, mate, it's okay.
Saying.
Hey, look, they didn't know.
We were having problems. We sent word north that we were having problems. We sent the word out, and then he turned up, and we just thought, "Oh, excellent! People have heard, and they've come to help us."
Mighty convenient, if you ask me.
We're planning on finding this bastard, and we're gonna fuck him up, and we're gonna save all the kids, We're going to bring him back here. We're going to take our kid, and we're going to head Karen to continue going south. We're going to save the town, and we're going to end this poacher bastard.
It's been a long time. The last child are missing over 10 years ago.
We're going to go there. We're going to save all these adults, and we're going to end this poacher's life.
Just look, just what I think about it. If you're going after him, just be careful. He buys a lot of traps from me, and God knows what else he must make himself. So just be careful.
Okay. I will. No, I don't. Right. We'll keep that in mind. Thank you very much for your services. Actually, if he's bought the traps off you, do you know kind of the information how to, dodge
Well, I mean, he's not bought them fresh off me. He buys all the parts and he makes them himself.
Okay.
Sorry.
No worries then. Well, I've got Fireball, so that should clear some things up.
She's there clearly like, she is now having a breakdown. This is great. Everyone's getting stressed today. I don't know what to... Oh, goodness me. This is awful. It's just awful. And you're going today to go deal with him to fix this?
Pretty much,
yes,
yeah,
we're gonna we're letting our friend have a breather, but once she's back up, we'll be going after him as soon as we can.
So fast. If he's taken yours, God knows what's going on. Oh my goodness, how did we not see it? Oh.
Right. Well, thank you for the help.
Yeah, Aloysius said it was fine. He said he knew his grandfather or some shit. Fuck.
Sorry, something about a grandfather there. What was that?
Aloysius at the printers, he said he knew the guy's grandfather or something like that, and that,
Aloysius at the printer.
This guy's probably fine, and he'd obviously just not been around for a bit. Oh my goodness.
Where's a pen? Printer knows grandfather.
So is this guy like from a long line of poachers or something?
I don't know. My only interactions with him was, fantastic, more furs, more skins, excellent. Let's do a bit of trade. That's I don't. Oh no.
Right. Okay. Gideon, we got a couple of options here. We can either go talk to Aloysius about this grandfather connection, or we can go grab Blythe and just go into the Scattermarshes. He can't be that far away, I suppose.
I think we should shake down this Aloysius guy for more info.
Was he the axolotl little fella, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He'll be easy
yeah. We can get someone out of him.
Aloysius ain't wrong. Wrong.
Aloysius. Right. Yes. Let's go get this little bastard. Although I'm sure he also doesn't know. But to be fair, this fella might be lying about his grandfather. I reckon he lied to all of his face.
It could be. Yeah, it could be just complete fairy tale made up shit, and he's been doing it all along.
And also, to be fair, if you wrote it down, this Aloysius fella probably didn't get it. But from what I remember, anyway, stop trying to be funny. Let's go.
Now's not the time for jokes. Let's go.
I do love how you all do this. Yeah, cool. You make your way to the printer's couriers. You go inside it as before. It's kind of laid out like a little bit of a bookshop, and there's kind of the counter, a bit like at a post office, and there's the printing stuff in the background, the waft of sheets of paper and things drying.
Hello, Mr. Aloysius.
Oh,
if that's your real name.
I can't remember any of the original voices because it was a while ago. So
I know.
I think Aloysius had a bit of a lisp. She's a little bit like this, with a little bit at the back.
Then he's going to have one again. Thank you. It's nice someone pays attention. I don't.
I think that was him at least.
He comes straight over and up his steps, so he's actually camera shoulder height. Hello, what can I do for you?
I hear that you know people's grandfathers.
I mean, I've lived here my whole life. I know lots of grandfathers. I am a grandfather. Like, I don't know what you're asking.
Well,
Do you also like to steal kids? You
Right,
sick
okay.
fuck.
Kids. Why would I steal kids? That's terrible.
Exactly.
That's terrible.
Why?
terrible.
Why would that happen? Tell us.
I don't know why I can't.
You know this Porter fella now, don't you?
The portrait,
Give me a
yeah.
fucking name. Starts
I
going
don't
mental.
know. Like I don't know. It becomes like G or something, but we don't actually interact much. But like
It does
he
begin
came
with a
and helped with
G.
he helped with the situation with the children when they was going missing. He stopped that happening. That was really
Oh,
good.
well, do you know how he stopped that happening, Mr.
Well,
Ron?
no, we just said because obviously there was a horrible things happening that would go missing, and then the horrible things would come back, and it stopped happening after he dealt with the situation. He didn't say how. We don't know.
Well, I can tell you how he stopped it.
Oh, is that because you're magic, right? We sort of squint. I say squint,
Yeah,
so you can't blink because he's got no eyelids because he's an axolotl. But
I can.
pulls at you.
Oh, I am magic, but I didn't need no magic to figure this one out. The reason he managed to stop the kids getting stolen is because he stopped doing it himself.
Dun, dun, dun.
He wasn't even here then. He wasn't here when that was happening.
No, because he was sneaking in and out. However, Ernie here, Ernie, the potions worn off now. Ernie here, been told us about how this poacher fella comes into town, nicks kids, including ours. By the
Hello,
way,
Ernie. Haven't you got lovely blue hair?
what's that? Sorry.
He thinks you've got a child. He can't see.
Oh no, that's not the child. That's Gideon.
Yeah, I'm really tall.
He's looking at the plant papoosed on your chest.
Oh, I see. Oh no,
What-
this is
what the hell is going on?
a pot of lavender.
Oh yes, of course it's lavender. Yeah, I can smell it. Yeah.
In fairness to you, Al, we did think this was our child for a good long while. So you're not far off.
Steaks made.
This is Ernie though. What do you know about him then? Because he said apparently, according to Lila, Lila, that you're
Vimeo, yeah.
Vimeo next door. That you're a
Lila video, yeah.
you know this fella's grandfather.
Oh, I said he looked just like his grandfather, but he was. Well, yeah, he looked just like his grandfather did last time we saw him. The same eyes and the beard. He looked very similar.
Was this the same person?
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't so short so because that was, it was when I was a little nipper myself.
Was this portrait human?
Well, he looked so, yeah. You couldn't see
Did you
much
see
of
his
him 'cause
ears?
He was always wrapped up, but no, we couldn't see those. He's always wrapped
Right.
up.
So there's a high chance that this fella was actually an elf, and the reason he looked like his grandfather is because it was the same person. Because elves don't really age that much.
I mean, could be two halflings.
Wow.
Two halflings in a trench coat. You never know. They're slippery
Right.
buggers.
So wait. So when did you meet the grandfather, and what do you know about him?
I don't really know much. I was a little swimmer, and he around town every now and again. And my grandfather used to chat to him sometimes, and I'd see him, and I didn't like the look of him. He had mean eyes. I used to just feel like I should just stay out of the way.
Right. So kids, this fella's it's the same guy, isn't it? I feel pretty certain on this. Right. Okie
Can I just do
dokie.
like an insight check to just make sure this person's like telling the truth and it's not
Go
some
for it,
sort of
absolutely.
as not kind of misconstrued. Oh, look at that! It's a fucking 21.
Oh,
Columbo.
This guy is being as absolutely honest with you as he has every belief of. Yeah, completely honest.
lovely.
He's slightly concerned about your line of questioning, and he's getting more and more worried about what on earth has been going on, and does he need to get the front page altered quickly, or
Look, Don't you worry about it, Al. The thing, we're gonna sort this out. We're gonna get this fixed. We're gonna go down to this bastard's little home, and we're gonna
Turn it inside out.
sort it out. Yeah, and we're gonna save these adults and one child.
Because you've
Although
got the
now
best
I'm starting to
detective
think those
team in the
creepy
business.
Although, Gideon, I'm not going to lie, I'm starting to think that those creepy kids we fought, like, earlier before we stepped foot into the swamp might be the kids from this place.
There's a strong possibility, yes.
But hey, let's
Strong
not think
possibility.
negatively. Some of them might be adults and some of them might be just, adults. So
They're probably all dead by now, yeah.
let's think positively.
Okay.
Right, I'm thinking we go grab Blythe. We go get them up to date on the situation. We go into them, the things that I can't remember.
Scatter marshes.
Yeah, and we go fuck this fella up.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
And we find Winnie as well, and maybe some of the others if they're still knocking about.
Yeah. Yeah, possibly. We'll see how that goes.
We'll get Winnie. It's fine. Thank you for your time, Mr. Aloysius.
You're welcome.
See you later, A-Rod. Boom, out the door. Straight down the
Are you
street.
guys just going to sprint back to Blaze now? Like,
basically,
wait,
yeah.
information!
Fuck stealth.
Full sprint. Yeah.
I'm dashing.
Double
I'm dashing.
Dashing down. Yeah, double
Beautiful.
dash.
And has Blade been
90
doing
foot
anything
speed.
this time, or is she just? Have they just been kind of just zoned out of unhappy to just checking?
She has been mostly sort of staring out at the wet, the sog, the swamp beyond, whatever it is beyond, the
Staring at the sog every night.
staring at the sog. But she's actually been she's been talking. She's been praying kind of thing. To Halinor.
Oh.
She's been talking to Halinor.
For those unaware, Halinor is Winnie's mother, the Queen, who, last we are aware, is alive, just captive of the Clacdoon.
She's basically been just talking along the lines of, hey, yeah, so I fucked up real bad. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing now. I'm just yeah, Halinor, did you know I could talk to the fucking gods now? This is great. It's not great. It's fucking awful. I don't need this shit. I'm stressed as fuck. Why did you choose me? Why did you pick me? Of all of the people, why me? Why did you make it me? Why? You could have done better. You could have done so much better. You could have asked someone so much better. Why did you pick me?
Bumbling idiots come sprawling out into the...
Just tap, 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 bonk, bang, clatter, shit, keep going.
So yeah, like given that when you guys were stealthing, you were kind of garbage. There's definitely coming up behind you quite swiftly there, Blade.
This is intentional.
I can almost guarantee Persephone.
Halinor, I feel like
with her little hooves.
Halinor, I feel like I'm about to die here, so we'll talk later.
Blaze!
Oh fuck, I'm definitely dying now.
Blaze! Right. By the way, Ernie is still papoosed in.
Love it.
Right. Blaze.
Ernie can understand, so Ernie's like so excited.
But we can if we wanted to, but we've got, how many we got 5 potions left.
Yeah.
Blaze, right, we got some news, and it's not good, but it's gonna get us in the right direction.
It's not Winnie.
This is Ernie, however, we know where Winnie is, or at least we're gonna find out. We know what happened to her.
We've got some leads.
Yeah.
Pretty strong ones.
Oh, a pretty strong one. For example, Ernie here is an eyewitness to Winnie's. So right.
Start at the beginning.
Let's take that. Yesterday, Winnie ran out of the tavern after finding out the devastating news about her family. She runs down this corner. You follow her. The next thing you see is a potted plant and a bell. What truly actually happened was, that poacher feller that we keep hearing about. Oh, he's a bastard. He's a bastard. Gideon, you carry on.
They're fucking
Wow,
dramatic.
Proper emotional.
This is gorgeous.
I think as well, we think it's possibly the same person that's been doing it for years. So possibly an elf that's been sneaking in, stealing kids, and then, and we kind of think maybe the Mylings we thought were probably kids that he's, yeah. But all is not lost. We have hope. We're on the trail. We're going to fuck this guy up.
Yeah.
Come on, guys, hands in. Let's go.
Oh, we can't forget Manny as well. Maybe we should take him.
I think he's done enough.
Well, he can talk to her. He can. Oh, well, no, he can't because he can only cast that spell X amount of times. Can he? Well,
I mean, we'll leave a note at the tavern, and if he can join her, if he managed to catch up, cool. But yeah.
But yeah, there's Poacher Bastard is down south.
Yeah.
So he's south of the town. So we need to go there. But also, Lila Vemno told us that this
Lisa Video told us, yeah.
That he's been buying all sorts of bits and bobs from her so he can make traps. Which is also probably what that trap was that we saw with the poor fella before we got here. That was probably one of this. Oh, I was going to say something I absolutely can't say on Twitch. This fuckers.
Now, that does lead me on to something I was just wondering there. Did he have something to do with the soil boy? The big grave thing? Yeah. Bit of necromancy involved in here. Or
I reckon it was
weird...
all him.
It probably was.
I'm pinning it all on this
If not, we'll just fucking plant it on him anyway and then say it was his fault, so it's fine.
Yeah.
This sucker's going down.
Tell.
Can you give
We're
me
basically dirty cops now. Planting
the
evidence.
pronunciation of the thing in
Yep.
the chat?
Altros to neither.
To neither. So as you guys are sort of like wording, Blaze just like I'll trust to neither.
Bless you.
Good catch. I was about to say the same thing.
I knew one of you was going to do it.
Gesundheit.
He is an agent
Of
a deity that opposes mine.
Oh. Is this anything on to do with the blighty blight stuff the symbol you showed us?
My goddess, Kamali, directly opposes a deity known as Morrow, the Blighted One. Back a long time ago, Kamali told me that there was a war of sorts, conflict. And that it ended when Mizan, the scale bearer, basically told everybody to stop being a bunch of dick shits and behave themselves, or Mazan was gonna, beat the crap out of all of them, which, good for them. Well done. But a lot of bad things were sealed. Kamali told me that there is one here. I'll trust
what?
me, the General of Morrow. And it seems like this poacher is probably, well, either an agent or an aspect of this general. And that was what she meant when she said he was shrouded.
Oh.
That explains why he's not aged, at least.
So we're definitely sure this isn't the same. It's not this one person. It's an aspect, not the actual person.
Don't know. All I do know is that I'm going to be going and I'm going to be shoving my mace so far up his ass that he's going to be tasting iron for the next few millennia. And he is not
No.
going to enjoy a single moment of it, no matter his usual proclivities.
I think we're all very much on board with getting this guy, sending this fella back to hell. So I am excited about this one. Although we should probably update Manny on everything that's gone on
Probably a good idea.
and hope he understands. And Bernard as well, actually. Oh, by the way, this guy's called Ernie,
Hey,
and he's
Ernie.
lovely.
Hey, Ernie. Yeah, can we not?
Emotional support plant.
Can you just not talk about the things that I spoke to you about, because it's just that was meant for someone else, and it would be real rude.
We're gonna have to get the tea later then. We've got 5 more of these potions.
Hey, look, it's all good. Ernie's a good one. He's a good one. You can trust him.
I heard about this poacher when I was in the chapel. I did wonder how a mere poacher could possibly have the ability and power to end a blight such as the one that we were seeing, but actually it kind of makes sense now. And if he's been doing it a long time, I believe I know the reason. He's trying to release that general.
Oh.
He's trying to open the cage that keeps them in.
Maybe that's why he's been stealing all the. Maybe that's why he's been abducting those kids. Do you think that would be it, like souls or something, and that's what's causing these the ghosty children to appear?
Yeah, you have to
Blight
sacrifice
fuels
so many
blight.
souls, and yeah.
Blight fuels blight. Blight begets more blight. The whole point of my order is to hold back blight, to hold back darkness, to make sure that light and the balance of everything that Komali and Mazan strove for
Okay.
is kept intact. But if blight is allowed to, if it's allowed to fester, it becomes a force that can't be driven back. And it just leaves nothing. If this is an agent working to release this general, then the necromantic activity, the kidnapping kids, the removal of souls are just light. Souls are the light of a being. This is why things like fiends, this is why things like demons all seek souls. They are light in darkness. They are the things that can guide you. They are your hope. They're everything They're everything good and bad, but they're a flame. And taking that and snuffing it out, ripping it away, that's the worst kind of festering rot that you could leave in a world.
Okay.
And if you want to bring back a general of blight, what better way than to saturate everything around it in blight? Feed it. I need to go and shove a divine bomb up its ass.
Sure. Yeah.
I've got fireball.
Oh no, I mean quite. When I said Kamali spoke to me, I mean quite literally. Last night, spoke to me, told me I need to save her. I need to get Winnie back. And if I have to die to do it, then fine, I will do that. So I need you to do something for me right now. I need you to do something for me right now.
Sure.
If push comes to shove, there is a chance.
Kill you first?
What?
Oh.
No.
All right.
There's a chance that I might lose my connection to the divine. I might lose the ability to be helpful, to do anything.
Right.
If that happens, I want you to leave me behind, because I might not have magic, but I still have a mace and I can still shove it up some guy's ass. I want you guys to promise me that if something happens, you will take Winnie, you will take Princess Renata, and you will run, and you will take her over the mountains, and you will take her back to the country of her mother's family. You will go there. I will give you everything you need.
I mean, that's kind of my only goal at the moment, is to get Winnie back to where she belongs. I'm just trying to get to the south, so I might as well do something good while I'm there, or on my way there.
You will be going much further south than the Scatamarshes. You will be going over the mountains. Outside.
Oh, I know.
There is... Kamali explained this to me. The reason that Antiersons don't know that there's anything over those mountains, the power of these prisons makes them be forgotten. This whole world, this whole land forgets because of this asshole stuck, buried beneath you. Beyond those mountains is a bigger, wider world. And I'm not going to promise that it's better, because people are people, okay? People can be dicks. Hey, people can like porridge with nothing on it.
Well, they're just wrong.
I mean, they can, but that's just...
Yeah, it's kind
berries.
of socially frowned. Yeah, socially frowned upon.
The matter is, you can't stop at the Scattermarshes. If you take Winnie, if you take Renata, you have to keep going. Even if you start thinking that there's nothing there, you have to keep going. I need you to promise me that, because she has to be safe.
Yeah, we promise. We promise. Or at least I do. Gideon?
Interesting. I'm not really in the sort of business of leaving people behind, nor going off on suicide missions. So when it comes down to it, we'll do the right thing, but don't throw your life away needlessly for nothing.
Oh, yeah. Like, I promised to... I'm not going to just...
We'll get her to safety, but I'm not leaving you behind as well. Let's just put it that
we're
way.
definitely going to get her to safety. But you know, we're not just going to leave you at the first fucking 2 whatever health points. We're not gonna just go, you know.
Yeah, the
We're
first
not going
like
to run
drawing
away
of
the
blood or
first
whatever.
sign
Yeah.
of danger. We're
Yeah.
but
Good nosebleed. Bye.
nosebleed.
Oh,
No, we're going to leave you, boy.
Oh.
Yeah, and I'm sure Manny would
Yeah.
agree if he knows what's going on. That is.
Because that child needs you more than she needs us.
I'm sorry.
So,
Have you hung around
yeah.
with me for the last few days?
Yes, you're fucking very boring. You're very plain. You're very abrupt, and you don't really have much humor. But
Exactly.
you obviously don't.
Not good.
She's
You've done
obviously
enough
very
talk.
useful.
Let him speak.
Yeah, you're obviously very useful to her, and that's more than I can do, more than she can do, more than Manny can do. So before you start throwing your life away needlessly, remember there's a little girl there who looks up to you, who sees you as her guardian, and will need you before this is all over. So remember that before you start throwing your life away. Because I don't want to have to come back to your dead body and go, I told you so.
Because you know he will.
I just want
Yeah.
to point out that I just
Because
spent
I'll take great fucking pleasure doing it.
Yeah. I just want to point out that I just spent the last 12 hours talking to the wrong person.
Yeah,
Yes,
well,
but
we
you
all make
thought it was
mistakes.
the right person, and you said a lot of very nice things.
Are you
So
spying on me?
no, Ernest
Yeah.
said. Ernie told us that you were
Ernest!
very nice. Hello, he didn't say. He just said he liked hanging around. He liked being put in a bed. Which I didn't realize he did that. That was quite sweet.
That's a bit, yeah.
I
And,
thought
you know,
when he was gonna come back, she needs a blanket. I know
And
she's
hey,
12, but
look, you looked after Ernie. Even when you didn't realize it was Ernie. You thought it was Winnie, but like you did all the right things, even if it was the wrong plant. But we all thought it was the wrong plant. And I'll tell you what, I'm very smart. I'm probably one of the not to be that person, but like if you had to put a number on it, I'm probably one of the smartest people here.
Really not tooting your horn here, are you? No.
Oh, I am a little bit. No, but like, you know, it's we're in this together, and I know that you've been doing this for hundreds and hundreds of years, and you've been looking after this entire line of family. But we're all in it. This is our mission now. So we're gonna stick by you. We're gonna fight this nasty, horrible poacher aspect blight bastard. I was again going to say something I can't say on Twitch. And then we're going to get that little girl over those mountains as far as we can go, and we are going to make sure that she is safe.
As you guys are kind of having this big let's go moment, Blade, you just feel a sudden tug, a pull that you know is from the little amulet that Winnie carries, the thing that she uses to call to you when she's in danger, that you ensured she had with her all that time back in Mirage, where you were dealing with the undead children and things.
Creepy kitties.
You feel that pull that she's calling out, and it's pulling you to the south.
Dun dun dun.
And on that wonderful bombshell, it's been a night of revelations. We're going to tie it off there, guys, because it's been a lot. Apologies for the late hour, but you guys were on a great conversation. It seemed rude to stop. So,
perfectly fine.
Stop we must eventually, and we are going to say thank you very much for everybody for tuning in to us tonight. We spied you all there in chat. Snowstone, looking at you. Thank you very much, Wintermane, for coming to say hi. We're going to do a round and roundy thing of saying who we are, what we've been doing, and all that jazz. We're going to kick it off with Tony. Tell us who you've been, who you are, where we can find you, and stuff and things.
Hello, my name is Tony. I've been playing Persephone, the blade singer wizard Satyr, not centaur, only 2 legs. And if you like D&D, which obviously you do because you've been watching this stream, then you'll love other things of D&D that I do. So you can go find me on the Roll the Damn Dice YouTube channel. We're also a podcast as well, so you can listen to it if you don't want to sit down and watch it, but you want to go on a walk and listen. You can do that as well. And
I have done this. This is good. I've done this.
Good shit. And very recently, I have just DM'd a campaign. It is a 5-part season. It's a 5-part series. All the episodes are under an hour each. And yeah, it's very, very good. It's very, very fun. They're completely new characters, new locations. So if you've never watched any of Roll the Damn Dice before, this is a really good jumping on point, and you can get to know the vibe of the show. It's also, the editing is done very, very well. Also, so yeah, please go check that out. And if you do, can you make sure you like and subscribe? And if you comment, that would be really good, because validation and stuff. Please go check that out. And then if you like me as an individual, but you hate D&D, in which case, what is wrong with you and why are you here? Then you can find me on Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky, X, Twitter for a bit, I guess. I don't know what the fuck's going on with that. And as Tony Shaw, usually _ Tony Shaw _. And yeah, you can also find me on my other Instagram account, the Tony Decks, where I do Pokemon inspired makeup.
They're very pretty.
That is all.
That was a lot of words. Well done.
Thank you.
We're going to scoot on over to the lovely Ailey. Tell us who you've been, who are you, finding you, stuff, information.
Hi, I'm Ailey. I have been playing Blaive, who has had more aneurysms in the last 2 waking hours than most people survive in their lifetime. Poor girl needs a fucking drink. She's teetotal. Poor thing. Oh dear. You can find me all over the interwebs at Illyria Payne in most places. You can also find me over on World Anvil, where I am partaking in a couple of little challenges, such as the Novelember challenge, writing my novel, so 50,000 words. Let's see how we do with that. And I will be taking part in World Ember next month, which is write 10,000 words minimum of lore, which, as Lolly can probably tell you, is going to be a piece of
She has a lot of lore already, let alone what she's going to add to
I'm
it.
going to win this shit. Yeah, go and check out what I've been doing. I've been transcribing all of my notes and little scribbles, my post-it notes, oh my god, my desk of I've got post-it notes all over the freaking desk. They're stuck together in big wadges like this now. So that's all going on there. There's pictures going on there. There's timelines going on there. I just spent this morning redoing the homepage, so that looks cool. I've got a new world primer, so that looks cool. And then eventually I'm probably going to start publishing some short stories. Who knows? That'll be fun. So go over, check out the crap that I write, because sometimes it's nice to have validation.
It's excellent. As the person who reads a lot of it, it's excellent.
Sometimes it's just nice to have that validation that I'm not just wasting my time sitting here being redundant, Oh dear. But yeah, head over there, or you can just head over to my website, illyriapayne.com. There's some pictures, some mostly pretty men, if you're into that kind of thing. I am.
Yeah, very pretty.
But, yes. That's just me. So head over there, take a look at that. There's also links to other projects, such as 2 Kobolds in a Trench Coat, the podcast that I do with Mr. Shiv, who is that side of me. Oh my god, I think it's this way, maybe?
Yes. I had to wait for my Twitch to catch up so I could see.
Yes. I was waiting, looking at it how fucking laggy is my Twitch right now? He's over there. There's that guy there, the guy who's had a cold and is doing really well. So
very well,
yay, well done, Shiv. I'm so proud of you. And he didn't get accosted by a cat this time, so
my voice is destroyed.
It's all deep and raspy now.
Excellent. So, speaking of the lovely plague-ridden Shiv, who's done spectacularly well with us tonight, tell us all of the things.
Hello, yes, I am Shiv. I have played the most moist boy, Gideon. And you can find me everywhere at IO Shiv. You can find me this weekend for part 3 of Tales from the Whisperwood, where Tony and the rest of the gang are caught in a little trap. Will they get out? Who knows? Find out on the Guild Superior Twitch channel. And go and check out their YouTube channel as well, because more stuff I've done is on there as well. So go check that out. Thank you.
Excellent. Well, least things, stuff. I have been Lolly. I have been your lore-dumping DM this session, honestly. I've just been like, hey, it's lots of information. I've been holding on to and trickling to you for weeks. Oh, love it. So yeah, you will find me mainly here on a Thursday doing just this, and you find me lurking around in the Discord server, which I believe Techman Paul will be putting in chat, or you can also find links to the Discord, I think, on the channel somewhere. I don't know how to navigate Twitch. It's like technology. I don't do technology. That's why I have a tech man. You can also find near enough all the videos of this up to date now on the YouTube. And the 2 reviews. So anything not available on the VOD is also on the YouTube. So I believe there's plans for us to raid out tonight. I believe, Mr. Techman Supreme. There you go. All the links are appearing in chat. I'm witnessing this now. Excellent. So we will be raiding out to Blind Wave. They are an RPG channel specializing in live shows, podcasts, and one-shots. They are currently in a sci-fi one-shot, and they are quite a few hours in, so let's see how they are going and how they're getting on with it. Thank you again very much for sticking with us tonight. It has been, I mean, for some people, stressful. For me, thoroughly entertaining, obviously, and you know, what more do you need from your time? So thank you very much, everybody. Hopefully this will time up for the raiding out. So I'm going to say goodbye, everybody. We've gone. We've done it. We've gone.
Oh.
Woo!